the OST because if I put that on, the YouTube stream will get copyrighted. So I'm gonna have to take off YouTube song requests for now, and then go back to the Spotify stuff. Which, if you want to listen to music while I'm talking, it is on my Twitch stream. Sam, our comments? What comments? It's like this makes sense. The way that they built this sort of relationship to come to be, it makes sense to me. So I'm not particularly pressed about anything that happened or the fact that Rudy's relationship is now a harem, mainly because like the depth that they developed it just makes sense. So harem can be married or not. Is that what we're calling her now? Is that what we're forever referring to Sylphie as? We're just going to be calling her Milfy? Is that it? Dr. K, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. And Megatron with the 20 months subbed, resub. Thank you. That's a long time. That is a really long time. Milfiette. Good episode overall. Polly is legit because he is not a follower of the Millis Church. Sylphie looks so much better with long. Okay, so this is how long Sylphie's hair should have been before he left. Or like at least like halfway. They kind of just, they took advantage of the time skip, the 4-month time skip, and then gave her this whole sort of redesign, even though in the other episodes it was like longer than 4 months that Rudy was gone, like that time had passed. So it's like if they really wanted to be consistent, they should have continuously changed Sylphie's character design throughout, because it's been like 3 years and Rudy's character hasn't changed. Roxy's character design isn't going to change until she gets pregnant, which is something that they've very much been discussing. But holy shit, yo, I got so baited by Alina Lise. Okay, who here watched that's not spoilers, by the way. This isn't spoilers. Who here watched my last video? The one that I posted today. I just need to make sure. And then out of you guys, who watched the supposed spoiler that I was talking about? I did a quick little thing.
This
here.
could very well be the most.
I did a quick little thing right here where it's like, okay, because this is important. Where was it? Oh yeah, right here.
Just in case, the journey to the ruins, then the forest after, which for the most part captured the main things just fine. There was one big bombshell I'm surprised they didn't include.
So this is the bombshell I was talking
about.
about.
They'll mention either next episode or next season. Just in case they don't, though, I'll give you 5 seconds to click.
So I thought
the
this was
video,
like a pretty
I'll
big
just
deal.
Go ahead and say what
because
it was that
like
was said.
Alina
Okay.
Lise
in this
described it
conversation-
so adamantly, and it's like the core reason why Rudy changed his mind, and Alina Lise had a change of heart. She was
with
basically
Alina
like,
Lise, part of the reason both her and Rudy had such a change of heart was the potential that Roxy was.
This isn't a spoiler, by the way. This isn't a spoiler. I promise this isn't a spoiler anymore, because they would have said it next episode or in the finale, but they didn't, and then they went back on it in the novel. So basically, in this conversation here, Alina Lise tells Rudy that her and Roxy had a conversation indicating that Roxy was pregnant off that one time that they did it, right? And because Alina Lise told Rudy that Roxy was pregnant, right, Rudy was like, oh shit, well, I guess I gotta take responsibility and I need to marry her now. So Alina Lise was like, okay, what would you do if Roxy was pregnant, which she is. I'm putting air quotes up right now. She is. And Rudy was like, okay, I'd marry her for sure, like without a doubt about it. And that's when Alina Lise is like, okay, good to know. And then she gets Roxy and tells Rudy to tell her that, right? Turns out, in this episode, Roxy's like, Rudy had told Sylphie, like, when he was giving his whole spiel, that, listen, I need to take responsibility for Roxy because, you know, she hasn't, or because I got her pregnant. Like, he was 100% sure that Roxy was pregnant, and he was telling Sylphie that. And then Roxy later on was just like, oh, yeah, I'm not actually pregnant. You know that, right? And Rudy, everything instantly clicked because Rudy was like, holy shit, Alina Lise was baiting me to like she basically set a trap to force Rudy to accept to sort of accept the fact that he can have Roxy as his wife, and she made up that Roxy was pregnant, essentially. So Alina Lise, pretty big MVP here, because if she didn't sort of like sway his emotions that way and make it easier for him to accept the fact that, you know, he can have two wives, then maybe Rudy just lets Roxy go instead. So Alina Lise, definitely a true MVP in this sort of in this situation, and not being a homewrecker. Let's go, Grandma. Yeah, actually. But that was pretty surprising. Megatron, thank you so much for the resub. Yes, I said that already. Dr. K, you too. And then Leisurely with the 3-month resub and says Sylphie best girl. I think there would be quite a few in here that disagree with you, but we are each entitled to our own opinions. So if you like Sylphie as best girl, then by all means. White Tiger, Tia, and Zebostala, thank you guys so much for the subs. Very much appreciated, and I always appreciate the support, so thank you. I'm more of a Holy Trinity lover. Okay, so before I go, like, there wasn't a lot of cut content in general. More so, like, missed nuance and, you know, sort of a few explanations here and there, and then, like, Rudy talking to Sylphie and Alina Lise about, you know, how things are going to be. But aside from that, not too much. But before I get into, like, exactly what it is we did miss, what did you guys think of the episode? As an anime only, as someone who's read the novel, you know, just let me know. What did you guys think? Good? Bad? 10 out of 10? Or is this, what is that AI nonsense? Anime only, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. For the quiz, it's going to include, maybe. 7 out of 10? So, in order to save time, to get ready for this stream and essentially get this video done before I go to Anime Expo on Wednesday, because I fly out on Wednesday, I had read a little bit ahead. I had read one chapter ahead just so that I would know I wouldn't have to do too much reading today and be late for the stream, which I wasn't. But there were certain things that after reading, I was like, shit, why aren't they doing this? What the fuck? And then I was like, getting a bit pissed that, like, I was able to understand so much of the emotion being conveyed in the novel, yet the anime sort of wasn't capturing it. And I'm just like, this is why I don't read ahead, because I'm not saying it ruins the show for me, it just makes me have unrealistic expectations of what I could be getting in the anime. So it's frustrating. Very frustrating, because, like, you're expecting something to happen, and then when it never comes, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, how could they possibly miss that? And then I get all like, I'm just like, why did they do that? But that's why I'm never doing that again, even though it is helpful in saving time. But god damn, Dillo was freaky. Dillo was freaky, and they didn't even bring Dillo into the goddamn house. Like, what the fuck? How are they not gonna bring Dillo into the house and have him be even in here? They just cut him. They cut out the dog from from the entire anime. Like, he's not even here. Anime only. I wonder why, beside the obvious, like the afraid of being left after all that time. Rudius was thinking about the regret he will have by going to save his mom. Okay, yeah. So that's one of the things too. It's like you had to remember, like, okay, so starting from like the very beginning here, from the ruins to Renoa, like his house, it's a 10-day trek. And when Rudy first starts contemplating, you know, what the man god said, which was essentially, if you go to Begarit, you're gonna have regrets, right? He had been stewing that for like 9-10 days, right? So imagine thinking like, okay, I have no regrets coming back from Begarit, and the man god did say without a doubt that I have regrets, right? And you got to remember, Rudy considers the man god an ally and someone who's like truthful in most of the things that he says, right? Like, he hasn't been wrong once. So he has to like now consider all the things that the man god said and be like, okay, if I don't have regrets yet, then that means these regrets are still to come, right? So he had to deal with that thought and that anxiety of, holy shit, what regrets are we talking about? If it's not Paul and it's not Zenith, because I'm not regretful about that, I'm just sad about that, then it must be something related to, you know, Sylphie, his sisters, his friends, maybe, you know, something he did while he was gone, maybe, or something that happened while he was gone is going to leave him with regrets. That's what he was thinking. So for 9 days, this man was constantly contemplating, you know, what is it? What is it? Who is it? What happened? What is it going to be? And that's why, you know, as soon as he gets into the city, he immediately starts running. And then, you know, like, people are like, yo, what the fuck are you running for? Like, what's wrong? The only person who kept up with him or who decided to run alongside him while he was running back to his house was Alina Lise. Because, honest to God, Alina Lise might actually be my favorite character. Just because, one, she's a real one. She's actually a badass when it comes to fighting. And she, like, all you need to know is that she's Rudy's wingman, essentially. Literally his wingman. Wing woman, I would say. So, but, like, when Rudy was running back to the house, he didn't actually trip. He was about to, but because Alina Lise saw him running, she decided to run alongside him and catch him before he fell, right? So she's there, you know, like, supporting him, like, hey, you okay? Everything good? What's wrong? And then Rudy's like, no, I just gotta, like, make sure everything's okay. So she, like, helps him get back to the house, and then she's there with him every step of the way and what that. But I mean, I get it. They don't want to animate another character. You know, they don't want to animate Alina Lise picking Rudy up. Sure, that's fine. But I was expecting Alina Lise to come here and help Rudy, and not him falling flat on his goddamn face like this. That's just like, that's okay. Sure, whatever. But they really, really, really leaned into, sort of not farming the drama, but building the drama that, you know, oh my gosh, where is everybody? No one's here. Something definitely happened. They decided to do this instead, where it's like, oh, he comes back to an empty house. No one's here. That's not really what they did in the novel. It's more so, you know, Rudy comes in. He can't really open the door because he's trying to, like, push the key in, and the key's not working. It turns out the door's already open, so he just has to, like, turn the knob. Walks in, yells, anybody home? And then Aisha's there right across from him in another room, and then Rudy just runs to Aisha's like, oh, is everyone okay? And she's like, yeah. And then Sylphie comes down and is like, yeah, we're good. So they definitely made this a bit more sort of drama-filled in terms of, you know, looking around, then coming across Aisha, and then, you know, Sylphie walking in being like, hey, everything okay? But I get it. You know, they wanna show Sylphie's change. And my God, bro, Sylphie, she changed. She changed all right. That's like, this is full character overhaul right here. Like, in 4 months, like, I feel like she grew, maybe put on a little bit of weight. You know, it's, I'm not talking about the baby. I feel like her face got a bit more round, you know? Bro almost swallowed the whole of that. I'm Team Sylphie now, Craigasm. Don't mess with the granny on anime rules. Yeah. Do you plan to do the following arc recap from the light? Wait, what do you mean by the following arc recap from the light novel? We're getting a season 3, so I'm not particularly sure what you're talking about, Dr. K. Maybe clarify. Did they make her more mommy in the anime? Yes, they did. I mean, here, I'll show you what she looks like in the novel. It's pretty similar, actually. It's more so, this is just a result of them not changing Sylphie's character design throughout the anime itself. Because I think she already had longer hair. Actually, that was in volume 11, so I won't be able to show that one. But basically, this is what she looked like. So you can pretty much tell, like, that Sylphie's definitely grown a bit. She's been replaced with a new lolly. Time to grow up now. Strong mom energy. Season 3, 2026. Hopefully I survive. Did they say 2026? There's no way it's 2 years. I'm saying 1 in a year and 3 months. I'm saying end of 2025. No way 2026. At the latest. Because, like, they announced that shit immediately. They're already working on it. as long as they don't do another random anime like how they did this year, then I think we're gonna be okay. But hopefully in 2025 at least, yeah. I'm not saying Onima is bad. I'm just saying that they made Studio Bind to adapt Mushoku Tensei all the way through. So in my mind, they should at least, be making Mushoku Tensei first and foremost, and then, do other anime projects on the side. Not, work on other anime at the forefront and then putting Mushoku Tensei at the side. Because we all saw in season 2, part 1, like the difference in quality of the animation versus season 1, right? Like we had some very stellar talent on season 1, and then season 2 just you can't even compare it, because it's like it's like the Mona Lisa to I don't even know who an inferior artist would be, but you know what I'm saying. Unless it's the vending machine isekai, that should be top priority. Yeah. They made Sylphie real, or Roxy real short compared to Sylphie, but Roxy's a short queen, so it's okay. She just didn't look too bad in this one. Hair, it's like a full height difference. That's like crazy. Hair, it's not a full head difference. It's like half a head at most. So that's a lot. But then all of a sudden she's barely taller than Norn. Yeah, so Roxy's like only centimeters taller than Norn. So I don't know if they showed Norn and Sylphie side by side ever, or Roxy and they have Roxy and Sylphie when they were giving birth, or Roxy and Norn. Let me see. Oh damn. Yeah, Norn's just super short then. Shoosh. When Rudy was explaining his situation to Sylphie, she was silent for so long. So in the manga, or did they do? No. So when Rudy explained this to Sylphie, this was one of the sort of nuances that we missed, because they can't really explain it. They can only show it. But yes, Sylphie was shocked, but not at the fact that Rudy brought Roxy home to be his wife. And she was never upset about it to begin with either. Essentially, the context behind Sylphie's shock, essentially, is, if you want to say it, if you want to even call it that, like the reason she opened her mouth in like a sort of gasp, like where was it? Like this. The reason that she made this sort of, I guess you would say, a worried-ish expression. It's not because Sylphie was, or she was surprised to hear what Rudy was saying. It was more so that like she didn't expect it from these circumstances, right? So she was so caught up in the idea or the tragedy of Paul being dead and Zenith losing her memories that, it never even occurred to Rudy that, or to Sylphie, that Rudy would hook up with someone else amongst all this happening, right? She thought, oh my God, he must have been so busy and so distraught and so caught up in all this tragedy that who would think he even had time to hook up with anybody? So, it took a quick second for her mind to register that, oh, no, this did happen, and this is Rudy that we're dealing with, that it's like, okay, yeah, this makes sense. Yes, Rudy is the type to, hook up with someone in any circumstance, and this actually makes sense, and it tracks his character, so I'm okay with this. I expected this. It was going to happen eventually. It is what happened, right? So basically, she felt she almost lost her to... That was like a very brief sort of mindset. Basically, when Rudy was like, hey, we need to talk, like right here, that's when she was like, oh shit, is he dumping me for Roxy? Is that what's happening here? It was a very brief worry. It definitely crossed her mind, but it was not the majority, or was not what Sylphie was thinking was happening for the majority of that scene. Okay, so let me go back to the beginning, and essentially, as I said, the anxiety had been bubbling up for 10 days, and that's why Rudy was so worried, and then Alina Lise was there to sort of catch him and help him back. Before that, though, Rudy had actually asked Lilia for her blessing, essentially. You know, he wasn't sort of seeking permission. It was just more so a courtesy of letting Lilia know that, hey, I'm taking a second wife. Roxy's going to be moving in, and that's what's happening. And, you know, Lilia was like, cool, I don't care, whatever. Because one thing that people need to understand is that monogamous relationships are only part of the Millis faith. So unless you are a devout and loyal follower of Millis, to have more than one wife, it's like completely fine and completely normal in literally every part of the world except Millis. So this is like totally fine for Lilia and literally everyone else except Norn and probably Cliff, because they're devout followers of Millis. Obviously, Cliff's not going to say anything because Rudy's his own person, and Cliff probably understands what Rudy went through or whatever. So it's not that big of a deal, but just because it conflicts with their faith, that's why people are getting mad at it. So now, why people are getting mad at it in real life, I have no fucking clue. So that's something that you're going to have to ask people on Twitter about, but we're going to stay away from that. But it was after this that Rudy essentially knew, you know, Norn would be upset with the news that, okay, he's taking a second wife. And despite it being a problem he'd have to deal with, this was something that, as I said in my video, he's totally content with dealing with, because he's renewed his sort of vow to approach each problem in this new life with the best of his ability, and he was going to face it, every problem, head on, not avoid it, and come to a solution the best way he could. So if that meant confronting Norn about something that she didn't agree with, then yes, as tough as it would be to do that, then he was going to do it anyway. So that's essentially the mindset that Rudy went into this conversation with, and approached the sort of awkward scenario, essentially. Twitter people are annoying. Oh, yeah. Can we talk about how they finally showed Eris? If they don't give us... Yeah, we can talk about that. But they... I mean... Eris stands are so... We're so happy to just see Eris that we're like, holy shit, there she is. 3 seconds. We're good. We don't need anything else. We got all we wanted to see. Just we saw her, like, an older version, but... I mean, I was pretty happy. I wasn't expecting to see this, but what I was even more shocked to see was where was it? Not this. This. I was like, damn, what is happening here? I thought they hated each other. What the hell? So I need to know. Don't tell me in the comments because I don't know. But I am very much curious as to how this happened. Literally this, you know? Bros for life? I'm trying to figure out where they are based on their background. But, like, it's nighttime. You can't really tell. If there was greenery, then you'd know they weren't in the Demon Continent or Begarit. So I'm assuming they're still in Asura, at least. But you can never know. Like, these guys probably travel so fast. But, I swear to God, the most inconsistent thing about this anime is Body Gotti's muscle mass. This man goes from skinny to absolutely jacked on a dime. Literally on a dime. It's so funny that the way that they made this man like skinny in his uniform, jacked when we first see him, and then skinny again at the wedding, and then jacked when facing down Regerd, and then he's looking pretty skinny here, I'm not gonna lie, compared to his other ones. So They really don't know how much muscle to put on this man at any given time. It's called camera angles. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I know he can change his size. I'm wondering if the reason he's looking skinnier here is because they fought each other, and then he's like, oh, you know, it's whatever. Well, I'll just tag along and and annoy the fuck out of Regerd because he can't kill him. So. He hasn't had too much salt. Like to make a video that follows the end of season 2 for the people that can't wait for the next. Oh no, I'm not gonna talk. I don't talk about the anime. I don't talk about anything that happens after where the anime is, just because I don't want to spoil anything, and I don't want to spoil myself either. So, Reacher does not look happy at all. This man's just chilling. Reacher's just chilling here, so it's all good. But I just found that I was not expecting to see this. I know how they like to tease things that are happening later on in the anime, but Reacher walking alongside Bodygotti was way more of a surprise than Eris just chilling, because I mean, we already know what she's been up to. She's just been training and whatnot. So she's looking way more mature though. I wonder how strong in her, or at this point how strong she is. So hey, what's up?
Hey, can I turn the light on?
What light? Oh yeah. You gonna say hi to chat?
Hey chat, what's going on? How's everybody doing? Whoa, look at that. Is that how many people are showing up?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps growing. Oh my gosh, 219 people.
Yeah. This is Kat. Kat's gonna be my co-host for the quiz.
What's up? Is that 461 viewers on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hey everyone. I'll be back during the...
I already turned it on.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll be back during the quiz.
Yeah. Kat will help us do the quiz. So, am I scamming them today?
Why are you not?
What? What do you mean? Okay, get out of here. You're not helping me. Go away. Go away. All right. Anyway, so she was just joking about that. I swear. All right, but if we don't get an OVA for what Eris, I don't know when they're ever going to show the Eris stuff, because in between all the events of season 2, there was a pretty significant portion, at least 3 episodes worth, dedicated to Eris. So I would imagine they make a movie. I mean, they could probably make it all into a movie if they wanted to, but if they really wanted to rush it, then they can condense it all into one episode. But if they made an Eris movie, holy shit, I would be like first in line for that. So it would be so good. Because there actually is a lot to cover about her character, including that chick. I don't know if you guys remember that one random chick, like the chick who looked like she was straight out of Fire Emblem when Bodygotti appeared for the first time back in like season 2, part 1. Yeah, Nina. She's also part of Eris's arc, and the only reason she showed up was because of Eris. So let me see if I can find it. Is it this episode? This is episode 9. Was episode 8? This one? Yeah. So her. Like, tell me that's not like literally Lucina. Yeah, tell me that's not literally Lucina. And she's using the same sword that Eris is using. So, that's neat. Yes, I know that's Nita. But the only reason she showed up was because of Eris. I'm not going to say any more than that, but she is, you could tell she's not just a side character based on the way that she looks and the way that her hair is. So, she's got that, like, main character vibe to her, so. More so there. But yeah, I hope they either give us a movie or an OVA for Eris. I mean, they kind of have to, right? So, okay, wait, where am I? Is this it? Yes. Okay, so now we can go to when they finally get back home, and basically, it was only Alina Lise, Rudy, and Roxy, Sylphie, and Aisha at this point. So Alina Lise and Roxy had to go back and get the rest of them because they weren't here in the at the house yet, so they needed to guide them. And then once everybody was in, Aisha went to go get Norn from school, and then they came back, and it was while they were waiting that pretty much Rudy and Sylphie were talking and catching up. So in terms of anything that happened on Sylphie's end, there was... Actually, no, there wasn't like anything crazy that happened. Nothing of note. But there was one incident that apparently Nanahoshi had to take care of, which is interesting because Nanahoshi tends to keep to herself. So the fact that she sort of got involved with people that she's not really associated with, that makes her a bit more it highlights a bit of growth in her character that shows like she cares a bit more. She's a bit more compassionate. So interesting to know that. Aisha's new hobby was taking root. So you could see her in the front yard, like the trees she was planting and sort of the plants that she was growing. And then apparently Norn got her own fan club at school. That's, I don't know, she's like, they're treating her like an idol, probably because she's Rudy's sister or something like that. So that's what was happening on Norn's end. And then Ariel was upset because Rudy kind of left without saying anything to Ariel. So she was pretty cheesed about that. And then other than that, the only exception was Bodygotti, who ever since he saw Richard, like probably, I don't know, 6-7 months ago, they still hadn't seen Bodygotti. So Rudy doesn't know that he's with Richard right now, so he's just like, okay, whatever, this man's gone. So Ayana Koji, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. Good to have you here. I hope you're ready for a good quiz and to test your Mushoku Tensei knowledge. You're good to go. All right, now let's see. Yeah, so Sylvie would then ask Rudy, it's like, oh, how did everything go? Was everything okay? And then, you know, given that everyone was here and everyone was looking somber and Rudy's hand was missing and Paul was missing, it didn't really take long for her to realize, oh shit, okay, this is what's happening, right? And then, you know, she went to try to talk to Zenith, and Zenith just gave her a blank stare, so that too was just like a little bit of a shock to her, and it made her realize, okay, like, this isn't going to be like a happy conversation. We had to sit down and have a more sort of, you know, somber one, right? Now, when they did come, Rudy and Norn were a lot more blunt with the way that they spoke to each other. In the anime, they kind of like softened it up a bit. I don't know if anybody speaks Japanese, if they know the direct translation, but for here specifically, or well, at least in the Crunchyroll version, when Rudy said that Paul died, they said he in the Crunchyroll, and they're like, "Oh, Paul met his end," and you know, it's a lot more clear in the novel, especially when you just say, "Yeah, Paul died," like Paul's gone, Paul has died, and the same thing happened when, you know, Rudy tells the story, and Norn's like, "Oh, so you weren't able to save mom or dad, right?" She was like, it was a lot more straightforward communication, no, not beating around the bush, not trying to sort of make things a bit more light. They were just very straight up to each other with their communication. X-Blake, thanks so much for the tier 2 sub and 17 months at that. Can't be here for long, but great to be here. It's always good to have you here. Thank you. This is why I hate Norn. Interestingly enough, even Sylphie was very, very blunt to Norn, actually. I don't know why they softened up their characters so much here, but okay, so when Rudy, I'll just go straight to it right now. When Rudy was talking to basically trying to plead his case, and then Norn was just complaining and like started talking shit to Roxy, you know, there was no room for anyone else to talk. And then when Sylphie got up and was like, hey, you know, let me say my piece, let me show you how I really feel, right? Norn was like, are you really gonna let her get away with that? And then Sylphie was like, hey, can you just like, she didn't say, can you please shut up? She literally said, can you please be quiet? Like, she was very stern with the way that she spoke to Norn here. It wasn't like, hey, I get what you're doing, you know, it's very nice of you, but hey, let me take care of this. It was like, hey, Norn, can you like shut the fuck up for a second and let me talk? I shit you not, it was very, very, very stern. Let me see if I can actually find it. Yeah, why are you stopping her? Norn gasped, just let her go. And then she was like, Norn, can you please be quiet? You're being far too harsh this whole time. I never expressed any objections. And then Norn froze at a loss for words. So it was, Sylvie was like putting her foot down. She was like exuding that mommy energy and was just like, hey, I'll put you in a timeout. Just shut up for a second. Norn's still the black sheep. Listen, no hate on Norn. Literally zero hate on Norn, because Norn, emotionally speaking, is the strongest character out of literally anybody in this show. Literally anybody. All the hate on Norn. Let me explain. You remember how Norn was able to pull herself out of her own sort of depressive spiral? She was in the same kind of mindset as Rudy was, except Rudy needed Roxy to, and if Roxy wasn't there, then, you know, she wouldn't have been able to Rudy wouldn't have been able to come out of it, right? Norn was able to do that by herself, and even here now, when she's sort of dealing with Paul's death, 5 minutes, like, she just cried, sobbed, accepted it, and then immediately was like, can I have his stuff? You know, she showed a lot more emotional control and emotional understanding than any of the other characters in the show, right? She didn't blame Rudy. It was easy to, you know, be like, you didn't try hard enough, you didn't do enough, you know, why didn't you save them? It's easy to play the blame game, but Norn didn't. She saw Rudy was missing his arm, understood the danger of the situation, acknowledged that, okay, if he tried his best, then there's nothing more that he could do, and then immediately moved on and continued forward, right? Norn's character, like, no other character has been able to, like, exhibit that type of sort of emotional strength, I would say. And you gotta remember, like, she's 10 years old. So she's very young, and she's still exhibiting, you know, that level of sort of emotional maturity, right? Even Aisha has that sort of maturity too, but she sort of portrays it in a way that's not, I'd say, the best, the most well-behaved. Norn keeps most things bottled in and then processes them, and she processes them quickly, right? So it's just a matter of, you know, going through everything that happened, understanding everything that happened, accepting it, and then moving on. And she does that. She does that excellently. Especially, you know, did you guys see how fast she looked at Aisha and was like, hey, she wasn't even, like, it would have been easy for her to just, like, ignore Aisha, leave, and be like, focus on her own grief. But she looked over, saw that Aisha was holding it in, and then told Aisha it's okay. Even Rudy in this moment had no idea what she was saying to Aisha until Norn said so. So it's like, in a situation like this where even Rudy didn't understand it, Norn was the only one who picked up on it and was like, yeah, you can go cry to your mom, it's okay. Actually, in fact, Rudy himself thought the reason why Aisha was being so quiet to her mom was because, you know, she was upset that, you know, she'd have to be monitored by her mom from now on. He thought that, like, perhaps Aisha just actually really enjoyed the quiet of being alone by herself, but that wasn't, like, he couldn't be farther from the truth. Norn picked it up, and Norn realized that she really missed her mom. She was just holding it in to be kind to Norn, right? So, Gons, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the content. Hope you keep up the good work. Thank you. That was very kind of you. I appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Is this canon or this is canon? This is literally canon. This is all, everything that I'm talking about right now is from the novel. I literally just read the novel, so you're good. Everything I talk about on the streams for the most part is canon, unless I say, like, what I think. But they specifically say in the novel that Rudy considered Aisha, perhaps Aisha's or thought Aisha was being quiet because she didn't want her mom to be there, whereas Norn picked up the fact that, yeah, you know, she is happy. And then even here when Rudy nods his head at Aisha, he only did so because Norn was doing it, and then only after Aisha goes and cries in Lilia's arms did Rudy realize, oh, that's what's happening here. So, well, I talk about the moment that Rudy wants to hit Norn. Yeah, we can do that. We're sort of jumping all over the place, but yeah, for sure. So basically, there was a little bit of Rudy here. You might have been able to tell, but Rudy here was getting very, very upset. I mean, the way Norn was speaking to Aisha or to Roxy, not acceptable. Like, you gotta remember, Roxy in his mind is still a goddess. Norn, his sister, yes, he loves her, yes, but I would argue that he still loves Roxy more than he loves Norn, considering that, it took him so long to come to terms and realize, okay, Paul is my father. Who knows if he actually considers Aisha or Norn his true sister, right? It brings into that comes more into question when Norn's talking all this shit, and then Rudy's thinking to himself, I'm about to slap her. He literally is thinking like, do I have to slap her? Because that's what's going to happen if she keeps talking all this shit. Because as Roxy's walking out the door, like, Rudy's thinking to himself, it's too late. It's too late. Roxy's leaving. There's nothing I can do. And Norn's still talking. And unless I do something drastic, Roxy's going to keep walking away, and then I won't be able to do anything to prevent her from leaving. And Rudy wants nothing more than to prevent Roxy from leaving. And if the only way to prevent Roxy from leaving is to, slap Norn for behaving the way that she did, then he was literally about to get up and toss that right hand. I shit you not, he was very, very close to it. Let's see, where was it? I couldn't even stop her. I knew we'd face resistance. Knew not to understand how difficult it would be for everyone to accept this, but I thought I'd convince them that it'd been naive. Now here we were, and Roxy had been lambasted. Yada, yada, yada. I couldn't let her leave. That was how I wanted this to end. I wanted to repay her for everything she'd done, and yet no matter how I felt, I couldn't stop her. I couldn't hold her back. And then I at least needed to... He's like, no, think Roxy would be at the door any second now. I at least needed to stop her. Even if it meant slapping Norn, even if it meant making my little sister hate me, So, like, he was literally about to do it because he genuinely thought, like, the only way... I mean, he was in a panic. I'm not trying to make excuses for Rudy, but he was truly desperate to prevent Roxy from leaving. So, in his mind, he thought the only way to show that, like, he was sorry for Norn's actions was to, get up and slap her. Luckily, it didn't come to that, and... I'm curious to know what type of road that would have led down, because if he's willing to make Norn hate him to get Roxy to love him, or to show that Roxy is accepted here, then that already shows that Rudy loves Roxy more than he loves Norn, right? So, Sir Otterman and the Indexer, thank you guys so much for your subs, appreciate it, and Domo Butter, thank you. But Sir Ottoman, haven't seen you around in a while. Good to have you back. Good to see you. Thank you so much for the resub. 15 months. Egoist, I knew I love this place. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, we're on Hydra now, but I've been busy. You're good. It's always good to have you here. So hopefully you're chilling for a bit. If not, no worries. But yeah, so that was that sort of predicament with Norn. Now I'm gonna go back a bit and let me see. I already talked about how Norn got angry, how everyone was a bit more blunt. Xblick with 100 bits, thank you. You're back. Hopefully it won't cut out again. Yeah, hopefully the stream's not giving you too many issues. That's not good. All right, now this part here, when it came to splitting Paul's stuff. Basically, it's the longsword, the short sword, the armor, and his remains. Norn took the longsword, Aisha took the short sword, and then Rudy was gonna take the armor, but then Zenith was like, psych, that's my armor, so she took it, and Rudy got nothing. Which, to be honest, Rudy was actually okay with. He pretty much thought to himself, like, it would have been nice, but it's okay. Paul's given me so much already. I'll let everybody else have their own mementos of Paul. So, whether this is indication that Zenith is still in there is yet to be seen. But based on what I've read of how futile it is to think that Zenith is, like, any part of Zenith is still left in there, I am of the mindset that it's not true. I think that was just, maybe deep in her subconscious, she recognized something that was very familiar to her. But in terms of recovery, there is very little likelihood that I think she does make a recovery, just because they've gone and explained Zenith's condition in depth as this unrecoverable thing that can't be healed no matter what type of magic you use, and the medical technology just isn't there to examine what type of damage is done to the brain and whatnot. So at the pacing, there will be a 4th season and potentially a movie to end it. Wait, there's only 2 seasons left? I mean, I'm not saying there's only 2 seasons left, but there's only enough content for 2 seasons left? That'd be crazy. I've only read up to where we are in the novel, Yvonso, so anything that happens past this point in the anime, I have no idea. So basically, the end of volume 12, I only read up to the exact point where we are in the anime, and that's it. If the anime recap guy says no, then there's definitely no recovery. Listen, I don't know, but everyone's been talking like Zenith has been hit with the worst affliction known to mankind. Like, when it comes to problems of the mind, there's literally nothing they can do. And Rudy he'd taken her to see, like, the top doctor in Renoa, and he had no idea what was happening. So, it'd take a lot more research to figure out what it was that was going on, but he thinks it's more of an innate medical condition, like, oxygen deficiency to the brain that's causing, that caused a bit of brain damage. And if that's the case and it is brain damage, then maybe healing magic won't fix that, and it won't bring back the memories and the intelligence that was lost, right? Like, you can physically repair the brain itself, but you can't bring back, the inherent stuff that was lost, right? So, He did consider, exhibiting or putting Zenith through the same shock that got her into this condition, but because apparently he said that he read that if you put someone who lost their memories through the same shock that made them lose their memories, then it might shock them into recovering, something weird like that. But he decided, we wouldn't put Zenith through the same thing twice. Xblick with the 50 bits, thank you so much. Not sure if it's different than light novel, but in the web, the reason Rudy married Roxy was because Alina Lise told him Roxy was preggers. That is 100% correct. And I had mentioned that earlier, and I'll talk about it again because there's double the people in chat now, but Alina Lise did a little bit of a mind game with Rudy. A pretty savage mind game, I'm not going to lie, so... So it was after this, and they talked over everything, got over everything, they said their goodbyes. I didn't mention this in my cut content, but every single person who took part in the Labyrinth raid is filthy rich now. They are all very, very rich. Basically, Geese hired adventurers to go clean up the remains of the Hydra, and that in turn resulted in a whole bunch of mana or magic immune scales, and then Geese went and sold that for a lot of money and split it amongst everybody. So pretty much everyone here, apparently according to Rudy, the amount of money they made was enough to live for 10 years on their own without doing any work whatsoever. So, a decade of easy living, pretty nice. But that's basically what Geese helped Rudy review, was their financials before he left, making sure everything was good. They divvied up the magic items that they found. If they needed more money, then they could go sell the magic items, that. And then in terms of what each of them were going to do, Vieira and Shiera said that they were going to go back to Millis because they owed a debt to some people who were still in the search and rescue squad. We don't know who those people are, but apparently some of the people who had been financing the search and rescue squad were related to Zenith. And they were giving Paul money so that they could find Zenith. Now that they found Zenith and Paul was dead, Rudy figured, okay, shit, I gotta write to these people that we found Zenith, just not in the best condition. I'm assuming it's Zenith's family, like the Latreia family that lives out in Millis. So that's something that Rudy needed to take care of. I don't know if that's who Vieira and Shiera are gonna work for, but they're essentially heading back to Millis and gonna join back with the search and rescue squad. Alina Lise, we know, going back to Cliff, usual shit. She's staying here. Geese and Tall Hand, they're just gonna go back adventuring. Like that's the only thing that they know how to do, and that's the life that they've chosen to live. So that's what they're doing. They're stuck here till spring, so there is a chance we still see them again in season 3 before they head off. But even if they do go and head off, then it is what it is, right? Let's see. So after that left 5 people in the house. So Sylphie, Roxy, Norn, and Aisha, plus Armadillo, or Dillo, who should have been right here in front of the fire, cozying up and being a little cute little doggo. But for some reason, they decided not to bring Dillo into the house. Those bastards. I think Mom was just acting on mimicry. Of what Norn did. That is why she picked up the gloves. Yeah. Some things are just so deeply ingrained in a person's brain that, they just do it out of habit, like muscle memory rather than, actual brain memory. So justice for Dillo. Yeah. Geese is going to be such a... Who was the dog? Dillo. We know Dillo. Everyone knows Dillo. This is my friend. Rudy actually on the way back he took good care of Dillo. Like he made sure in the forest that Dillo was warm, like occasionally cast fire magic on him to ensure that he was nice and cozy. He didn't want to leave him in the desert because it's a domesticated pet, or it's a domesticated animal, and it wouldn't survive in the desert. So Rudy felt bad, keeping him out instead of taking him with him. So he just decided, like, fuck it, we'll take him to the teleporter. Hopefully he doesn't die because of immense climate change or like climate shock, and then if he's fine, then we'll take care of him. So Dillo was 100% a member of the Grey Rat family now. It's just a shame that they decided not to include him, but it is what it is. Now let's see. Okay, I talked about Norn's frustration. I talked about how Rudy wanted to slap Norn. Oh yeah. So I'll talk about the pregnant thing now because, for those of you who are new, last episode, in this one here, in this conversation right here with Alina Lise, the reason Rudy accepted Alina Lise's proposal so quickly was because Alina Lise told Rudy that Roxy was pregnant. Apparently she had a conversation with Roxy, and Roxy gave her details that indicated that she was pregnant. So Alina Lise was telling Rudy, listen, Roxy's pregnant. What are you going to do now that she's pregnant? And then Rudy was like, I'll marry her. So fast forward now to this conversation, and Rudy's saying all this shit like, okay, I was very depressed. Roxy came in and saved me, and she saved me from rock bottom, and now I want her to live with us. Plus, I also got her pregnant, so I need to take responsibility for that. Basically, the longer he talked, the more scummy he seemed, and, it just made Norn even more angry because, like, not only did he cheat on Sylphie, who was constantly worrying about her, but he also got her knocked up, and now there's another child on the way, supposedly, right? And that didn't sit too well with her, because if he had the time and composure to act on pleasure, then there you go. That's not he clearly wasn't that depressed, right? So this was like a major part in making Rudy seem like the absolute scum of the earth. Now, wait, where was yeah, obviously Sylphie wasn't gonna let Norn ruin Rudy's great relationship with Roxy, so she basically went and explained how, yeah, this is to be expected. Rudy is gonna do this. It was like, if he was ever gonna do it with someone else. Like, she knew that it was a matter of time that was going to happen, and if he did cheat, then he was loyal enough to bring that person back home. So she expected Rudy one of these days to bring back someone else, right? Okay, I need to clarify this right now because just in case you guys are confused, Roxy's not actually pregnant. Alina Lise made that up because she wanted to make it easier for Rudy to accept the fact that he can have 2 wives. So she basically baited Rudy into a trap to make him think that Roxy was pregnant so that he would accept Roxy as a second wife, despite him not actually, her not actually being pregnant. So that's not to say that she isn't going to get pregnant though, because literally, I shit you not, as soon as Lucy was born, as soon as she was born, Rudy literally turns to Roxy, and Roxy's like, I gotta get ready for my kid next, right? And then Rudy's like, yeah. He was literally planning his second kid with Roxy immediately after having his first child be born. It was crazy. Spoilers. I'm not talking spoilers right now. This happens at the end of the novel, so volume 12 anyway. But this was a immediate conversation post birth. So yeah, it's happening. We don't still know when it's happening, but it's gonna be happening. Paul would be proud. The 2 sword. Yeah, that's Paul's son. Rudy did the All Might pose. You are next. Holy shit, that's crazy. Well, you cannot exactly have the fun time with a person so soon after they gave. Okay, so that's another one of the big things that was cut. So as soon as like it was decided that Roxy and Sylphie were gonna be staying, Norn and Aisha went to bed, and then it was just Rudy, Sylphie, and Roxy. And what they were discussing was essentially, okay, how are things gonna be? How's the nightlife gonna be? Who's gonna get spend time with who? And then obviously Roxy didn't want to impose, and since Sylphie was only 1 month away from giving birth, Roxy was like, okay, you know what, I will step to the side for a month until you until you have birth, and then that's when I'll officially become Rudy's wife. So Sylvie was like, oh no, you don't have to do that, who's gonna take care of Rudy, because we can't have sex. And it's like Rudy definitely can't hold himself back. But there was a big adamant point made throughout this entire thing, like that he's not gonna cheat on Sylphie again. He won't do that. He can restrain himself for 1 month without doing it. He'll take care of himself. Don't worry. He won't ever cheat on Sylphie again, ever, right? And he wanted to show that to Sylphie by, showing restraint this 1 month and not doing anything with Roxy. Obviously, okay, cool, whatever. But basically, Rudy was trying to sort of like do mental gymnastics to affirm with himself. I mean, I probably won't cheat so long as I'm not in a depressive spiral and a lady of Roxy's caliber shows up in that situation. But aside from that, he was like, it ain't happening again. Sylphie was like, it's okay. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you come home with a third wife, just to show how low her expectations were. Not necessarily low, but it's who she believes Rudy is. So thank you for your videos. Really useful and a lot of info. No problem, Pippo. No problem. By the way, is the reason why Sylphie's hair became white after the mana disaster explained, did I miss something? It's just mana exhaustion. Her hair became white because of mana exhaustion. But yeah, so Rudy in his own mind is thinking, this ain't ever happening again. And Sylvie's like, I'm okay if it happens again. And you know what? It probably will happen again. So it's like, listen, if it does happen again, there's only 2 possible candidates. I mean, Sarah, if he ever meets Sarah again, which is unlikely, and then Eris, which is the more likely candidate, and which, knowing what just happened, it's, in my mind, I feel like it's going to happen, especially because, guys, I need to remind you, this is exactly the same conversation that Rudy had with Sylphie before he brought home Roxy. Rudy was like, oh, I will never cheat with you. Don't worry. Like, I'll never forgive myself if I bring home somebody else. It's not going to happen. I swear. You can trust me. And now he's doing it all over again. This man's he's just a serial liar. He's a repeat offender. Just like, don't take what he says at face value. So if it happens, I'm not going to be surprised because, like, damn, like, all indicators are pointing to, like, that is what's going to happen. Especially with the way that Sylvie is just straight up saying that it's going to happen. You know, Sylvie is admitting, like, okay, Rudy's 100% coming home with the third wife. And listen, she's okay with it because in her mind, as long as Rudy loves all of them equally, as long as he splits his love between Roxy and her equally, then, you know, they could do whatever. She's completely okay with that. Harem tag gonna get added soon. Pikachu wants to enter her Pokeball. Why can't my wife understand that Baka? Stop. Bruh, stop. Roxy did clarify to Rudy. Do you feel that the ages in the character design appear too young? I don't know. I'm not sure. If I remember correctly, didn't Richard said in anime he is gonna help Paul? I don't think so. Sarah will make an appearance next season, but not for the reasons that you think. Oh, God. I think Sylphie's design looks good. Roxy's design is fine. Rudy, they need to do Rudy's glow up, and they need to do it soon. I don't know if they're gonna stick to Rudy's voice actor, but I personally think they should switch his voice actor sooner than later, just because he can't be talking like a teenage boy for the rest of his life, right? He's going to be going into his like adult years soon, like 18 to like 24 to 30. And if he's still talking the way he talks now, then it's just like, what are we doing, right? He gets sexier. Yeah, I heard he gets sexier. Of course. Of course. Just imagine a better version of Paul. They did a re-audition for season 2. Damn. Rudy's gonna need to shave his face. I mean, yeah, how does he not have facial? I guess, actually, no, he's 16. I didn't have any facial hair at 16, so makes sense. Can't the voice actor voice act? I mean, they can. Imagine the VA for Joker and Fire Force. Isn't that the giraffe from Shoujo Kageki? Or it's I think I know who you're talking about. Is he 17 plus 3x? I'm not sure. I had facial ID. Okay, Persides. Listen, I was a late bloomer, okay? Typical Asian guy. I didn't get. I still have struggles growing like a full-on beard. It's difficult out here, all right? I had facial hair coming in at 13. Okay, guys, okay. Where can you read the light novel? Bookwalker? No. Joker from Fire Force is not Rudy's new VA. Rudy's new VA, we're not sure if we're even going to get one. Knowing anime, they're probably never going to change Rudy's VA, so we might just be stuck with it. But at the very least, he needs a glow up from season 2 to season 3, just to show like his own personal growth. Okay, let me see. What else did I miss? Rudy promised never. Yeah, I talked about that. How she was never going to cheat again. With that one little caveat about not being in a depressive spiral. Let's see. Yeah, so there was a little bit after, I would say, you know, Rudy was still a bit on the fence about, you know, maybe an additional regret might happen. And he was thinking, you know, so maybe some kind of disaster was still yet to come. So he was a bit tense, you know, a few days to a week after Roxy and Sylphie made up. But, you know, the more time that passed, the more he realized, okay, you know, maybe things will be okay. And, you know, that's when he started investigating or taking Zenith to go get proper treatment and see if the doctors could figure it out, which they couldn't. So then the best thing he could do, rather than do nothing, was, create a sort of a plan. Or not really a plan, a rehabilitation plan, which is one he mimicked from his old world for amnesia. Basically a kind of treatment that handles patients with memory loss. So that's what they were going to do with Zenith for the time being. Although, for me personally, I think Zenith's condition is more magic-based than it is actual brain damage. I think there's like a mental lock on her memories. Whether that's recoverable or not, I have no idea. But personally, I think it's something similar to Rem's condition. Now, please don't say who's Rem. I will fight you. But that's what I'm comparing it to. I hate you guys. As for this last scene here, they hit the nail on the head. They hit the nail very well on the head. Other than leaving out that whole thing about Paul's death also being about the death of his parents, they captured this last scene very, very well. As for where he was buried, essentially just in a graveyard for nobles. Obviously not somewhere that Paul would have preferred, but this graveyard for nobles was more well maintained than the graveyard for peasants. So Rudy just figured, if it's a better managed place, then just put him here. And this isn't even the place that Paul would have liked to be buried. He probably would have been wanted to be buried back in Asura, in the Fatoa region. But Rudy didn't want to bury him too far away because he didn't want to have to visit, or he wouldn't be able to visit, right? So it was just easier to have him somewhere nearby so that he can come and do things like this, right? So then, he was all sad about how Paul died and Paul gave up his life for him, but, happy because, he got to hold his child, but also upset because, Paul won't get to be able to hold his children. Stuff like that. Just the more of the emotional guilt of Rudy being here and Paul not. But essentially, because Rudy had come to that sort of realization that, he's going to live his life the way that he wants to and to the fullest, the way that he promised he would, then, the only thing he could do was just keep moving forward, right? So, but yeah, that was that was pretty much it for the episode. I mean, overall, good episode. I think the weakest episode was last episode. And that sort of carried over at the beginning of this episode, but this season overall, I'd say 8.5 out of 10. Last season, 9.5. This one, a bit of an 8.5. So, still high quality, just not the same level of quality as last season. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 yams. Nice. After Rudius asked Eris' grandpa what was that thing in the sky, he prayed for girls to... Oh my god. Season a 10 out of 10. Are you moving over to Slime next season? Yes, I am moving over to Slime next season. Okay, now we're going to do the quiz. But before I get into the quiz, I want to tell you guys something real quick. If you follow the Instagram, for the Mugen Instagram, we're giving away, there's going to be 2 winners. Basically, anybody who follows the Instagram, if you follow, like, anybody who's competing in the quiz, the highest person who wins in the quiz, who places the highest and is following the Instagram, they will get the shirt, and then whoever wins the quiz will get the shirt as well. So we're giving away 2 prizes. The actual winner of the quiz, and then the person who places highest that follows the Instagram. So for the Instagram, it should be !Mugen, !Mugen. If you want to follow the Instagram and you're competing in the quiz, then that is all you got to do. Now, to enter the quiz, all you need to do is go to menti.com and type in that code. !Quiz. !Quiz. Now let me go get my co-host so we can be ready to do this. Just give me 1 second. I just want to leave it at a good... There we go. Twitch, I expect big things, but YouTube has never lost the quiz before. Twitch is competing for honor in this. Kat, are you ready? Are you ready? ChatGPT, hold my hand. ChatGPT ain't gonna help you here, I'll tell you that much. ChatGPT, and I hope you counted how many books were in Marissa's bookshelf, because that's one of the questions. I'm kidding. That's not one of the questions. Don't worry, it's not. No, not by me, please. You know I don't like that. All right, let me pull up the code. So go to menti.com either on your phone or on your wait, just give me 1 second. I just need to blank the screen real quick so I can pull it up. You want to introduce yourself, Kat?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to move over.
You're waiting for me to move over?
Yeah, just get set up first and then I'll...
Okay. Oh, someone's phone's going off. Where is... Alright, put this here. Present. Alright, and then put this back. Put this back. Alright, menti.com or that QR code. There we go. 7111-5471 if you want to compete. Are you waiting for me to move over?
Yeah, watch the carpet. There we go.
Okay. Alright, Kat.
Oh, it is hot in here. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm okay.
I know you're here.
Do you want to put on the AC?
Let me just open my drink.
Can you not here in front of the mic? They can hear that.
Sorry.
All right. Let's see. Does that work? Okay, no. Oh yeah, it does. Okay.
What's up, everyone? My name is Kat. I am...
What? You're what? You don't know what you are?
I am being held against my will. Please help me.
What? Why would you say that? Why would you?
I'm just kidding.
Why would you say that?
For the new people.
Go
For
away.
the new people. For the
Why
new
would you say
people.
that to the new people?
Because they don't know.
You can. I don't want you as my co-host anymore.
Oh, guys, I'm being shunned.
Are you actually going to introduce yourself properly?
Yes,
no?
my name is Kat. Oh, he's leaving. He's leaving.
Turn on the AC. It's too hot.
Oh, okay. My name is Kat. I am Sam's girlfriend. Allegedly.
What do you mean allegedly? Okay.
I'm just kidding. What's up, everyone? How are you doing?
And she's gonna help co-host.
People in.
Tap the mic twice if you're okay. Okay, rude as hell.
Okay, yeah, I'm just kidding. Don't worry.
God. But yeah, okay. Let's see how many people are in. So just 7111-5471. The literal disrespect on this woman, you know? Jesus. The girlfriend. Shh. Breathe if
you're in danger.
But yeah, she does like VTuber stuff on the side. So if you want to check out her channel or watch her streams on Tuesday and Thursday,
the only truth of this matter is that I am your real girlfriend, but that you have turned me into a VTuber.
Yes, and she doesn't watch anime and she doesn't watch Mushoku Tensei. So
well, no, that's a lie. I watched Mushoku Tensei.
She's watched season 2 part 1, season 1 part 1, and half of season 2 part 2, and that's it. And she didn't watch them in the right order either.
Speak up if your girlfriend has watched more, okay? I would love to see a girl out there.
I'm just saying.
Please chat.
Make her reach episode 10 of season 2. I mean, she first needs to reach episode 21 of season 1. My wife is caught up.
Okay, there we go.
If you have a girlfriend that watches Mushoku Tensei and has seen all of it, can you please tell me that so that Kat can have motivation, please? Why out of order? Because she doesn't care about watching anime in order or any show. She'd start at season 3, then go back to season 2, then go back.
It just happened to be the way that I watched season 2 before season 1.
Yeah,
it just happened to be that way.
Yeah, literal madness. So.
Okay, let's get into what we're all here for.
Okay, so this is the quiz. For those who are playing this for the first time, basically, it's time-based, so you'll have 15 seconds to answer the question. The faster you answer it, the more points you get. And then, basically, you want to keep getting them right, and then the person who has the most points at the end will be the winner. And as I said, the winner is the one who places first in the quiz, as well as the other person who is following my Instagram and then places the highest on the leaderboard. So
Someone said reminds me of school. This is the anime school.
yes, we are testing your Mushoku Tensei
Sam.
knowledge. For the most part, this is 95% anime only. And it does cover...
Wait,
like,
what's the non-anime component?
there's like 2 or 3 questions that cover
What
like...
color is the first slide?
No, that cover concepts from my cut content stuff. But I made this extremely easy for the most part because my quizzes were a bit more difficult last time. So, yes, do not rely on the stream because the stream will be delayed. Focus on your phone or on your PC. And I promise this quiz will be easy. I promise. This will be...
Oh, we got some people studied. Some people studied. Way to go.
This should be...
Are you going to let them know what they're playing for?
Yes. You will be playing for your selection of...
Show the people what they're playing for.
Of any shirt you want from the collection. So it could be either any of the Genesis shirts for the Tensura stuff,
Whoa.
or the Mushoku Tensei ones, or the Goddess shirt. Yeah.
Whoa.
So any of the okay, Kat.
It's like the theme sounds.
The what?
The sound effects.
Yeah. So
It's a game show. It's a game show. You got to get into character.
it is a game show. But yes, this is what we're competing for. Let's get it.
Round of applause from the audience.
Okay.
Okay. Man's cringing now.
I am. Oh, do the clap sound effect. Your girl sounds like a Valley girl.
Thank you.
My god! Why do you want to sound like a Valley girl? We were just making fun of them last stream.
You said, why do I want to?
Yeah. Why are you saying thank you to that?
No, I was about to say thank you because Pippo said do the clap sound effect.
Okay. I gotcha. But you see what Very Bored said?
I don't think I sound like a valley girl, so we're not even near the valley.
Yeah, we're on the opposite side of the country from the valley. We're not even in America, so... Anyway, all right, let's get it started. Everyone here, last chance. You can always join in the middle and still win. It's very possible. So do not worry. And... Wait, let me see. Let me just make sure we are good to go. Wait.
That would
okay.
be such an interesting match, though. A weeb and a valley girl.
I mean, we're pretty much there.
No, we're not.
We're pretty much there.
No, we're not.
I mean, you act like one.
No, I don't. You don't even know what one is. I had to
No,
explain
I
to you
don't.
last stream. Oh my god, you don't even know.
You don't even know.
Shut up and do your quiz.
Just kidding.
Don't touch me.
Okay, are we ready? Is everyone ready? Are we good to go? Is everybody in here? Calling 911 right now. Valley Girl, Cat, and Weeb Sam. All right, here we go. Okay, 250 people in. The biggest turnout yet for the quiz. Let's get it. All correct answers. Wait, what? Wait.
First L of the night, folks.
Wait.
First scam of the night.
No, stop.
I'm just kidding. This was part of the thing. This is actually a play.
KTC, can you double check the quiz and see why it's not timed points? Hold on, let me see. Let me double check. Maybe it's just that one.
I don't think it was just that one.
Maybe it is just that one. I'm just checking.
Quick quiz.
Quick quiz.
This is a speed round, okay?
Oh shit! No.
Oh.
No.
You saw nothing. Why don't you take it off the screen while you're fixing it?
View results. Relax. I need to reset the quiz, and I need to. How do I reset? How do I reset the quiz?
See, wouldn't it be good to have music going on right now? So then it's like
I do have music. I do have music.
Oh, I meant like game show music.
Reset results for the entire presentation.
One person got it right and moved on. It's being reset.
More points. Okay, KTC, are we good to go? I think we're good to go.
Cool.
All right.
There we go, folks. That was the quiz. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, the fastest and easiest question. All right, let's go. Let's get it started. Kat, start us off.
Answer fast to get more points. Who went with Rudy to secure his new house?
Easy question.
Oh, this is so easy.
It's literally in the picture with you.
Don't say that.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Sylphie and Ariel, Elena, Lisa and Cliff and Zanaba, or Zanaba and Julie.
Well, then you just gave everybody the answer right there.
I know. If anybody gets this wrong, then they're literally trolling. They are literally...
Fire got it wrong.
No, listen, no misclicks allowed. All right.
What the heck? You're... Okay, 4, 8...
11
of you need to get the fuck out of here.
Whoa! We foster a very inclusive environment. We foster a very inclusive environment here. Kat is not telling you to get out of here. You just need to step your game up because you're trolling. There we go. All right, let's go. Next. We will do a leaderboard every 5 slides. Do not worry. All right, here we go. I'll do this one. Oh shit!
What?
I skipped the question. All right. How many people showed up to Rudy's wedding? I asked this question last time.
Oh, we talked about this on stream.
How many people?
Wow, look at you go. Look at the people answer.
Yep. How many people?
200 people have already answered. We're just waiting on a few more.
How many people?
You guys are so quick. Whoa, that was pretty... that stumped a lot of people. A lot of random guessers out there.
It was 12. People are saying 13. People are saying 13, but it was 12 because there was 11 in that photo, and Body Gotti wasn't in the pic, so it was 12. I don't know why people... You're making me a little bit worried by saying it's 13, but I'm pretty sure it was 12.
You've done this question already.
I did this question already. I'm pretty sure it was 12.
Don't question.
Yes, it was 12. It was 12. It was plus Hitogami inside Rudius. No, Hitogami was not. Hitogami was not.
Whoa, what?
Dillo was there. Dillo was not there. 13, the cameraman. Okay, no, we are good. I'm surprised that one.
The cameraman. They used the tripod.
That was an easy question if you just remembered that Buddy Gotti was there. So.
You tell them.
Okay, here you go. You're up next.
What did Rudy summon from Earth during the joint teleportation circle experiment? Oh, I know this.
You gonna read the options?
A plastic bottle, a feather, food, nothing.
Easy questions. I'm giving these to you guys on a silver platter.
Wow, this is so much easier
Even
than last
Kat
time.
knows what the answers are. Now it's just a matter of speed.
A feather was close. That's what the girl summoned.
Yeah, that was back in season 2, part 1. All right, bro.
That's a fair guess.
Don't worry. I mean, I had to make them super easy because the other ones were a lot harder. So now it's anybody's game. But there's a few hard questions toward the end. What did Aisha score on her entrance exam? 70%, 80%, 90%, or 100%?
Holy shit! 240 people have already guessed. You don't even need to read it out loud, babe. They literally click.
Yeah, but I'm gonna read it out loud anyway. What do you think? This is a game show.
I know we can't just stand here in silence.
Yeah, exactly. You know. It was 100%. She scored perfect on her exam. Perfect on her exam. Now, was that question 5, or do we question 5? Okay, we're gonna see the leaderboard after this. Here we go. All right, Kat, are you ready?
Do they get harder? I don't know. Do they get harder?
They do. They'll get harder towards the end. All right, go.
Oh, Najat's having fun. Which family member did Rudy reminisce about during the incident with Norn? Brother, sister, father, mother.
Yes, his brother, his sister, his father, or mother. Who did he think about during the incident with Norn?
What incident with Norn? What incident? When she was crying?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was his
brother.
It was his brother. What is this question?
It was when he thought about his old life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I know shit.
Yeah, even Kat knew the answer. Norn thought about Paul. Rudy thought about his brother. So, all right, here's the leaderboard. Who is in first?
Let's see. We got
Certified Lover Boy,
QT.
I think Cosmoid's out here killing it right now.
Cosmoid's the fastest.
Yeah, Cosmoid's killing it.
QT coming up there. Oh, Jared's also pretty fast, though.
So far, I don't see too many Twitch people up here, other than Sebastian and the Frost and Lucas. But, you know, Twitch, step your game up. 26 questions left. Here we go. Next question. I'll do this one. Let's get it. Okay. What did Aisha buy during her shopping trip with Rudy? What did Aisha buy? Utensils, food, a blanket, or a curtain?
Oh, I don't even
Or
remember
curtains.
this. I don't remember this.
What did Aisha buy? I don't think you've seen this episode. What did she buy? It was curtains. Ding, ding, ding.
Why?
Okay, I definitely made these way too easy.
Yeah, these are super easy.
Well, it's either it's too hard or it's too easy. There's no in between. So, you guys got to choose whether you want to be absolutely destroyed.
You need a
or...
small group of people to take the test and then tell you.
No, because then they'll cheat.
Oh, true.
All right. Next question. You.
Who did Rudy think wrote the spell he used to unveil the ruins? I don't remember this either.
You hadn't seen this.
The man god, the sword god, the demon god, the dragon god. Well, it's not the dragon god. We know that. There's no dragons in this.
Oh.
Don't tell me it's the dragon god. Real?
Hmm.
Oh my god.
Wow. That's awkward. If you've watched season 1, part 2, you would know there are, in fact, dragons in this show.
Okay, next question.
Next question. Next question.
It's not
because
Game of Thrones.
Kat is feeling it right now. All right. How long had Roxy been trapped in the labyrinth for? I made this so fucking easy. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 1 month? How long? How long was Roxy trapped in the labyrinth? Who knows?
I don't remember that part either. Is this season 2?
This is all season 2. You haven't seen the last 5 episodes, so you have no idea what I'm talking about right now. It's so easy. It's just so easy for these people. The only thing limiting me are the answer placement. Don't worry.
You gotta be fast. This is. We told you guys in the beginning. This is a fast quiz.
Yeah, it's a game of being able to read fast enough. Okay, you're up. Okay. And then choose it.
What spell did Rudy use to save Roxy?
What spell?
What is that?
Icicle Storm?
Oh my god, no, that's not icicle. Really?
What?
That's so bad.
What did you think it said? How do you... Cat, spell icicle for me?
No, stop. Well,
Cat?
that's literally spelt right there, okay? It's I-C-I.
Spell how you think...
I-C-I-C-L-E.
How did
I don't
you
know, I've never had to spell icicle.
Oh my gosh. It was Frost Nova. It was the same spell that Roxy used, but better. So... Alright, question 10. Question 10.
This is yours. You got this.
Alright. How many floors are in the teleportation labyrinth?
Oh.
How many floors? 4, 5, 6, or 7?
This one stumped you,
I literally made these so easy.
Oh, gosh.
This is literally anybody's game.
0.64 seconds. Whoa. Answered in 0.69 seconds.
Nice.
Whoa.
It is 6.
Well,
it
there
is
you go.
6.
There's at least there's almost 100.
The final boss floor is not considered a floor. It is just an extension of the 6th floor.
Oh, you feel smart, don't you?
No, I don't. I'm just saying that it's
You're explaining it to the other 100.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes, the boss room is just a boss room. What is
Oh, Biotech did not like that.
Master Dragon neither.
Oh.
Oh.
Is there being a switch up? I think there's a switch up.
Oh.
Remp.
No switch up.
No switch up.
But the Frost and
there
Sebastian.
was a switch
Yes,
up.
Jared's the Frost and Sebastian. Twitch out here coming in hot.
People fell. A lot of people fell. Nico's new. Ainz is new. Satepin's new. Jared's new.
All right, here we go. Next question. You hit this one.
How many heads did the Hydra have?
How many heads?
If you look really closely at your screen, you can count them.
Yeah. 8, 9, 10, or 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I don't even know what you're looking at.
I'm counting the heads.
It is 9.
I counted 9. You really could
you,
count them.
You were pointing at
You couldn't have made that easier. You had to put a photo of the answer. I literally counted them.
You were pointing at like the tail and shit. You didn't even know what was
No,
ahead.
I was. I was pointing at the head. It was pretty obvious what a head was.
When you were counting it.
Then how come I got 9?
You got lucky. All right. Next question.
Oh, Pippo won 0 because he is dead. What type of Hydra was it? Oh, twins.
Okay, Jinx, you owe me a soda. What is it? Manatite? You want to say
Pyrite, Lumite,
Lumatite?
Lumatite, Territite.
one of those words you've heard before. The other three are literally just,
Made up words.
Well, pyrite's not a made up word, but the other two are made up words.
Mennonite.
Manatite.
Appetite. You should have added appetite.
No, the question's already so goddamn easy. All right, next question.
Which hand did Rudy lose?
I spelled hand wrong.
Wait, he lost his hand?
Like, how much harder could this question be?
Left or right? What happened? Did someone chop it off because he was like doing?
I don't know. You have to watch.
Was he diddling himself and then they
Oh
caught
my
him?
god!
And they chopped it off.
Jesus Christ! What the fuck is wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? That's literally something that would happen in this anime.
What? He's diddling himself and then he loses his hand?
Yeah,
Jesus.
because he was like doing it in the wrong place, wrong time.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, it was the left hand. It was left hand.
He stole? Why did he steal?
Yeah, he stole someone's virginity.
Oh my god. That was you. That was you 2 seconds ago.
All right, next question. What animal did Rudy buy to pull Lilia and Zenith's wagon? What
Well, it's
animal?
right there in the photo, folks.
Yeah, what is it? A pangolin, an echidna, an armadillo, and an aardvark. You tell me, what do you think that is?
That is an echidna.
That's an echidna?
No, that's an aardvark. That's an aardvark.
That's an aardvark?
That's an aardvark.
That's an aardvark.
No,
Everyone-
it's an armadillo. It's an armadillo.
Okay, guys, it's an
Well, I
armadillo
can't
now.
see if it's a pangolin because it's tail, but it has scales. Oh, there you go. I got it right.
You guessed all the other ones, and oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my.
Whatever. The other people will know from the photo.
All right, we're about halfway through, and then it's going to start getting harder. After this question, it's going to start getting a bit harder. So, all right, here we go.
You're like what? What is the name of Rudy's child? They had a child already? What the heck is happening? Eve. No, it's Celine. No, you did that. You did third already. So I'm going to say Eve.
Oh my god.
Laura seems like, I don't know, but you wouldn't make that up. So maybe it's Laura.
I don't know.
Lucy? It could be Lucy. Actually, no.
Oh yeah, let's just say it could be any of them. It could be any of them. That's why it's multiple choice, cat.
Well, I told you it's not Laura.
All right. Anyway, here's what's gonna happen. It's gonna get harder after this. So get ready for some harder questions. Those were the freebies. I gave you 15 freebies. All right.
That was generous.
Yes, that was generous. Now let's see. What are we at? Oh, is Frost in first?
Oh, there was a big switch up, hey? Look at that.
I think Frost is
Frost
is
in
good.
first.
Yeah, Frost is good in first right now. Let's go.
Whoa, this is a total switch
Now-
up from the first leaderboard we saw.
We're about to separate the boys from the men. I hope you guys
Excuse me.
All right, sorry. The adults from the children.
Thank you. Gender neutral, please.
Yes.
There are women in here.
Yes.
If you'd like to keep them in here.
We're about to separate the otaku from the weebs, all right? This will
Oh,
determine
God.
whether you are a true
I guess
Mushoku
that's
Tensei
like,
fan.
yeah, that suffices.
Yes. Here we go.
Are there female weebs? Yes.
Yeah, and just weebs.
Age neutral, please, you.
What was Rudy's new robe made out of? Lucky rat, mucky rat, giant shrew, or feral bat? What was it made out of? This is one of my
rat.
cut content questions. This is a tough one.
Out of all those things, I would want a lucky rat, like a feral bat. What? A mucky. Did you make these up?
No, it was lucky rat.
No, did you make up these?
No, mucky rat's one of them. Feral bat and giant shrew I made up.
What?
Yeah.
A giant. What is a?
I don't know what a fuck a shrew is. I just know it's an animal, similar to a rat.
Okay. So when's it getting hard?
Oh shit. Okay. Damn. All right, you're up. Go.
Okay. What is the name of the city
this one's
between
hard.
Rapan and the desert ruins? Salara, Roa, Bazaar, Sharia. Oh, Bazaar and Sharia. Did you make those up? Because I've heard those things before.
No. This is an easy one.
Roa. Rapan, Roa. I don't know.
It
Bazaar?
was bazaar.
That's the name of a market.
Yeah. Well,
A market's called a bazaar.
it was bazaar. That was another one.
Aladdin. Yeah, that's where it's from. Thank you, Hydro.
All right. Next question. I'll take this one. Okay. What monster's bones make up the giant skeleton above Rapan? Is it the Leviathan, the Colossus, the Titan, or the Behemoth?
Oh my god, this looks exactly like in Zelda, where on the other side of the mountain, where there's all those bones and you have to go. Do you know what I mean? That looks exactly like the...
It was Behemoth. Behemoth.
No, it is not your mom, Hydra.
Oh my god. Damn. That is crazy. It was your mom. Guys, my mom is a very nice woman. I will not take slander.
Don't you dare hate on her.
Yes, don't you dare talk shit about my mother. All right? That's an instant timeout. Which of these is not a monster within the teleportation labyrinth? The Death Road Tarantula, the Ravenous Hellspawn, the Iron Crawler, or the Mud Skull? Do you know which one?
What?
It's
What's the question?
not a monster in the teleportation labyrinth.
Death Road Tarantula, Ravenous Hellspawn, is not?
It is the Ravenous Hellspawn.
You made that up, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Dichigo.
User has been timed out for 300 seconds.
No, that's just radar being radar.
Okay, let's go. Now it's gonna get hard.
Your turn.
For you hell spawners. What special ability is Paul's short sword imbued with?
Yes.
Steel cutting, soul drain, echo strike, shadow edge.
What special ability is Paul's short sword?
Probably echo strike.
Echo strike?
Or steel cutting, I don't know. Soul drain, like what is that?
It was steel cutting. Yeah.
Well, the rest of them don't even make sense.
What do you mean they don't make sense? Echo strike leaves like a double strike. Shadow edge is like an invisible blade.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
Soul drain is like, I'm just making this shit up right now.
Oh, well then yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Oh my. You need to play more. You need to read more fantasy. All right, who's in first? Has Frost secured? Oh, Frost is still.
Whoa, Sphero's coming up though.
Yeah, same with Rempdog actually. Okay, it's anybody's game right now. Anybody's game. Will Twitch finally come out on top? Find out next time. Here we go.
What? Find out next time.
11 questions left. Here we go. All right, you can read this one.
What was Geese's role in the labyrinth?
What was Geese's role? Scouting, mapping, looting, or all of the above?
Well, you haven't done all of the above before, so I would think it's all of the above.
Yeah, but it's a trick, you know?
Why?
Because, people will read the first answer like, oh, it's this.
Oh, so it is all of the above.
And they won't read the rest of the question. They won't read the rest of the answers. See?
Ah.
You gotta read all the answers. You sneaky bastard.
You
need to read all the answers before you choose. Stop being in my mind. You gotta read all. You can't just. I knew I would get some on that. It's not how. It's the wording of the question.
That was good.
Yep. All right. Next question. What type of animal-human hybrid is Norn's roommate Marissa? I made this so easy for you guys. Is it cat, dog, bird, or lizard?
It's a cat.
I didn't even ask what type of animal, like what like species of animal. I just asked what type. So.
What does that mean?
Like I could have been like, okay, what type of like bird?
Oh, it's a bird?
It's a bird. I could have been like, what type of bird is
You should have.
I mean, I could have, but that would have been way too difficult. Like people don't even remember who Marissa is.
Oh.
So, but I don't remember this. She was shown on screen for a grand total of 3 seconds, and that was it. That's what makes this question difficult.
135 people got that. Damn, that's pretty good. If you are getting any of these right, good job.
Yeah, no, you studied. After Rudy's marriage, what is Paul to Alina Lise? Father-in-law, brother-in-law, son-in-law, or nothing?
Wait, did Rudy's marriage dissolve?
No.
Okay.
What is Paul?
Oh, wait, because Alina Lise is the grandmother of Sylphie, right?
Yes. It is son-in-law. Good job.
That's a wacky family.
Yeah. All right, you do the next
Brother-in-law.
one. All right, you do the next one.
How long did it take to rescue Zenith after the displacement incident happened? Whoa.
You're not going to say how many years?
4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years?
Yes. Yeah. How many years? How long?
6 is what chat's saying.
Yes, that is correct. It was 6 years.
Damn. What was she up to?
Oh my god!
What?
Oh my god!
Woman gotta keep herself busy.
Oh my... Kat, you need to finish season 1. Like, I can't take these questions that you're asking. All right. What did Cliff make to help Alina Lise with her curse?
A staff, a magic loincloth, a magic robe, a mana-absorbing crystal.
Yes. What did he make? What did he make?
A loin... What?
Wait, was it not? No, it was. Yeah, it was a loincloth. Yeah. What? It was a loincloth. I was going to say magic panties, but I think loincloth is more appropriate than magic panties. So, yeah.
I mean, cater to the audience.
Mm-hmm. Need to translate the question in my mind before answering. I'm sorry.
I know. I had to be like, loincloth, what?
I'm sorry.
Who is this man from the 18th century?
All right, is Frost still in it? Ooh, Bot out here. Well, Bot usually isn't a person, but very nice. Frost all the way through, but we're gonna get into the last question's a tough one, so that could make or break the entire game. Here we go. What hobby did Aisha start taking an interest in?
Gardening, reading, cooking, or writing?
Yes, which hobby?
I'm going to say gardening or cooking because that's like her cleaning hobbies, right? Like her maid hobbies. Unless she wants to digress from being a maid, then probably reading.
Thanks for mentioning this. I did mention this earlier in the stream. There were several things that I mentioned earlier in the stream that were questions like, shit, well, I guess it's okay. But yes, gardening. All right, next. Okay, you did this one.
What kind of gardening?
What do you mean what type of... There's only one type of gardening.
There's a lot of different types of gardening. Who in the party did not make physical contact with the Hydra?
Who in the party did not make physical
Paul,
contact with the Hydra?
Alina Lise, Rudy, Talhand, or Roxy? Who's got bad aim? Who couldn't swing a sword
who
right?
Who did not touch the Hydra?
Who couldn't get there?
Well, that was way too easy. That one was so easy.
Wow.
I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Why does it make sense?
I was going to put Geese and Roxy, but then that would be like, yeah. Geese was, but Geese doesn't like... Geese didn't even fight, so... Alright, here we go. Who said Paul? Yeah, who the fuck said Paul? What the fuck? Alright. Oh, I forgot to put... In the anime, what was the first monster to attack Rudy and Alina Lise on the way to Rapan? Ignore the photo, it has nothing to do with it.
Why'd you add it?
I totally forgot to...
You were getting a little creative?
No, I totally forgot to remove it. The giant scorpion, the succubus, the griffin, or the killer ants? It was the succubus. Oh no, Yeti, no! No! And I made sure to clarify, in the anime, the first monster who attacked them was the succubus. It was the scorpion after, then the griffin. The succubus was first, then the scorpion, then the griffin. Looks like I got a lot of people on that one.
I am.
The scorpion was after the succubus. You got this one?
What magic removes the effects of the succubus? Detoxification, healing, fire, or water?
This one's easy. They already got they got the sex.
What magic removes the effect? What does the succubus do? What does the succubus do?
Damn, everyone got this one right. The succubus makes you horny. That's what it does.
Really?
Yes. What do you mean, really? You've never heard of a succubus before?
No.
Okay, Kat, you are...
What is that? What?
It's a fantasy... Okay. Kat is not cultured, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay. All right.
How many teleporters were in the final chamber before the boss?
Easy question. 1,
2, 3, or 4?
Easy question. Think about it before you answer. Think. They messed up. They messed up already. A lot of people messed up. I put 4. I didn't put final room. I said the final chamber. The entire thing.
Kaizo!
There's 4 in the final... It's not a different chamber. It's a staircase leading down right to it. Room equals chamber. I knew this one would be a bit It's not a different room. It's not a different room. I was gonna put final area, but it's just like it's all part of the same thing.
I think for these ones, always guess one more than you think, because Sam is trying to trick you that it's one more than you think.
What do they do? Reverse psychology or whatever?
No, because you haven't done reverse psychology.
You guys just know. I don't know how I.
Whoa! Look at how you. What? Look at how you switched it up. Bot. You let bot win.
Well, bot's
The
not
Frost with a comeback.
Frost stolen first. I don't think bot's a real person. I do not think bot's a real person, so do not worry about that. Frost is currently in first. Last question. Here we go.
Let's go, Mr. Yoso.
Are you ready? This is for it. This is for all the marbles. I forgot what this question is, but I think it's a hard one.
What
Oh, yeah. Go
What
ahead.
color were the earrings Rudy bought Sylphie? Green, blue, red, or yellow?
What color were the earrings that Rudy bought Sylphie? This is not a trick question.
Whoa, chat's kind of all over the place. Blue.
It was
Wait,
blue.
if somebody-
She was wearing it all over the last episode. It was like nonstop. They showed it so much in this
Yeah,
Like,
that's blue. Yeah.
literally the entire episode is just like right in your face. So it was blue the entire time. All right, drum roll, please.
Whoa, she looks so much older there.
Yeah, she's also not 8 months pregnant.
What does that have to do with her age?
Okay, never mind.
What does that have to do with a woman's age?
It ages you. All right, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll.
Don't drum all your way out of this.
Did Frost win? Did Frost finally win it for Twitch? Okay, well, ignoring bot. Frost has done it for Twitch. Congratulations to Frost for winning the quiz for Twitch for the first time ever.
GG.
YouTube chat got beat by Twitch chat.
Way to go, Frost. Bringing it home for the team.
Who got last? I don't know who got last. I mean, we could check. But okay, now congratulations to Frost. You can message me on Discord. Now, Satepin, I need to ask, Satepin, are you here? Do you follow the Instagram? Satepin? Because if you do, I'm going to need you to message me on the you cannot find at Satepin. Okay. If it's not Satepin, then it'd be Yeti.
Yeti's in here.
Yeah, I know Yeti's in here. So if Yeti follows the Instagram, then they would be the winner. Yes, Yeti, I know you're here. Oh, okay, Detective. Satepin, now, do you follow the Instagram? I just need to make sure.
Do you follow the Mugen Instagram?
Okay, what is your
What is your Instagram handle?
Yes, because we need to verify. Before we. I mean, you don't have to share your Instagram handle right now. You can send it to KTC if you need to, and then he can verify for me.
Sate.pin. They shared it.
Oh, Sate.pin? Okay, let's see. Sate.
There he is!
Yes, Satepin is following the Instagram. So, Satepin, congratulations.
You, sir.
Frost, congratulations. You two have won the prize. Yeti, you did come third, but maybe I can send...
There's first and second place. And what did they win?
They won the shirt. Yes, I'll message you, and then you guys win the shirt that you... Whichever shirt you want from here, we'll send it anywhere. Do not worry. So we'll be good. But yeah, that was let's see.
Congratulations.
Yay. Oh, that was it. But there is still one more part of the stream that I need to do. And that is hold on, let me see.
Wait, are you going to show the last placers?
The last placers? Why would I want to?
They asked.
Let's see. How did you guys do? Improvement? Not improvement? Frost is giving the... Really? Frost, you're giving the prize to Yeti?
Really? Aw, that's
Aw.
so nice.
Dang. That's really nice of you, Frost. Well, congratulations to Yeti.
Yay! Twice top 4.
I participated to win for... Well, there you go. Frost did it. What a true champion. Came in,
G.
sent a message, and then gave the prize away. Congratulations, Yeti. Can you message KTC on Discord, and then we will coordinate on Discord? You too, Satepin?
Yo, what a great
As
human.
well. I know, right? All right, let's see. Where is the leaderboard? Okay. Looks like
Wait, somebody asked for the 59th person.
the 59th?
Yeah.
Specifically the 59th?
Maybe.
Profies. That was Profies.
Profies!
Yeah. Profies won before, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. And then dead last was, who actually participated, was Skids, or Sakura, or Montana, Daddy Andy. That's probably Andrew, to be honest. Seiko stopped playing.
Seiko, what you doing back there?
Who's 198? Master Dragon, is that you? Are you 198? Scammy Anime News.
What?
Can you guys do Danmachi Season 1 skip content? No one has done Season 1. Ooh, that's going to be tough with Season 5 coming out. But we'll see. All right, guys. I have a special surprise for you now. Courtesy of Bushy Road. So they sent me... I don't know if you guys have watched not Weiss Schwartz, but Bochi the Rock. They sent me some Bochi the Rock Weiss Schwartz cards that we're going to open up on stream.
Wow.
Just give me a second to set up the camera.
Wow.
And we will open those up. And then we're also going to do a free unbox. And then after that, I think we'll be good.
Then we have the TV show.
What TV show?
The Dragon show.
House of the Dragon? You want to watch it with chat?
What?
You're trying to watch it with chat?
No, I meant us. I don't know if
us?
chat watches House of the Dragon.
No, chat's with us for the rest of the night. They're part of this relationship now.
What? No.
Yeah, they're in it.
I don't think that's healthy.
Dragon these nuts. Okay, Pippo. Okay.
We are the second wife.
Okay, so wait, I need to know.
He needs a first wife first.
Guys, I need to know. In terms of difficulty, was that quiz too easy? I think it was too easy, and I think I need to make it way harder next time. What do we think?
Yeah, I think that was a bit too easy.
That was way too easy. That was too hard.
It was a roller coaster.
Too easy, how to make it harder? Yeah. Too easy, harder, was pretty easy. Like, do you guys remember the questions I did last time? Here, for those of you who aren't here, let me go through the questions. Kat, can you scroll through the original questions? And then just, like, read them out?
Yeah, sure. Wait, which one? We've done a couple of these.
This one. This one was the hard one.
Okay.
So, like,
just present. Yes. Okay, well... Right? Like, and then ask chat. Okay, chat, here, let me give you an example.
Like, find one where everyone just got it wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, the name of Rudy's legs. That was, yeah.
Wait, how
Actually, wait, no, you just gotta go to...
You just gotta go through it.
You just gotta go... Just go... View results. What's up, AMR? How you doing? Like, these questions literally...
Yeah, 22% correct. What was the name of Rudy's right arm? Oh, that pissed a lot of people off, actually.
Yeah. It was literally 50-50 because no one actually knew.
What is the name of Rudy's escort? That wasn't that bad. You kind of knew that.
Oh, 27%. There you go.
What is the name of the ruins where Step Leader and Counter Arrow run into each other? Oh, yeah. That was annoying for a lot of people.
Like, these questions were so hard. The average correct rate was, like, less than 50% for all of them.
34%. How much did the aphrodisiac cost Luke?
15 gold, yeah. Like, these are literally difficult. Came here to say that my videos are really great. Thank you. Thank you, AMR.
It's never more than 50%. Get it right.
Yeah.
Where was the Gaugua ruins built?
When?
Counter Arrow. Who was the adventurer that died from Counter Arrow? Oh, here's one. What does Sarah ask Rudy to do for a date?
Yeah, and easy. That was a freebie. Little freebie. But then all these other ones were so hard that no one got, like, any of the answers.
Like this one. What language is used on the Begarit continent? Fighting God Tongue. And you did, like, Demon God Tongue, Beast God Tongue.
Yeah, like, these are true Mushoku Tensei. This is true Mushoku Tensei knowledge right there.
Oh, people are saying that sounds so much more fun.
Really?
Yeah, maybe not that hard.
What was the name of the assassin that tried to kill Ariel? Like, yeah, you're not going to know any of the... Unless you watched all my cut content videos and studied them, you wouldn't know, like, less than half these. So, let's see. Where did Rudius and Orsted first meet? That was an easy one. What is Princess Ariel's full name? For some reason, that was a difficult one. Like, let's see.
How old is Julie when she's bought? That's a good one.
Yeah. And then,
Wait. I want to try something.
oh yeah, what in Julie's parents' names?
Oh, people didn't like that.
I don't think I even covered that in.
Okay, I want to show one. Okay, 2% correct. How many times do we hear Roxy's name chanted in this scene? It was one where they're like, Roxy, Roxy,
yeah, that was,
Roxy. Someone guess.
That
Someone in chat guess. This pissed everyone off.
This was yeah, the remember when Julie and Rudy and everyone was chanting Roxy, Roxy, Roxy.
How many times? 22, 10, 17, 22, 12.
I think it was a 0.5, right?
It was like point. Wait. Look at what he did. Show more.
It was
18.5.
18 and a half. Yeah,
they're like rock and then they stop.
I was pretty savage with my questions it was very difficult. So, let's see, what was another difficult one? 36. Which of these is not the name of an opening song? Which character did not appear in season 2? How many cut content videos have I made on Mushoku Tensei? That was difficult.
That was because some of them were like isekai with Mushoku Tensei in it.
Yeah. And then how does Alina Elise hear about Rudy? Or no, Elise. How does Elise hear about Rudy? That's the prostitute. Damn. All right. Let's see. All right. Let us do this now. Here we go. All right. Let's go. Let me get the box actually. Let's open this up. The Bochi the Rock. And then we'll open up a box of Frieren and call it a night. They FedExed this to me. I don't know what they sent me.
Wow, cool.
Let's see, I can't show.
You gonna open it on stream?
No, I can't because my address and my name's on it.
Oh, okay.
So.
Never mind.
How am I gonna open this though? It is very. How do you open this?
Probably with a knife.
Press firmly to ensure a secure seal.
No. To ensure a secure seal. Are you trying to seal the box right now?
No, I'm trying to open the box.
Yeah, I think you need a knife.
Ugh. Can you do it? Actually, no. I'm not gonna do it. All right.
Well, you should stay here and talk to chat.
I mean, they're okay.
So, what's everyone doing?
You just sleep, have fun with Bochi, no problem, Oscar.
How's it going? Dun-dun. Oh, he just left. Sorry, folks. You just missed him. Okay, tell me something fun. Let's hear it. Anything? Yes, and while you're at it, song request. Oh, he hasn't kept up with the song requests. Frieren is a 1 san. What is that? Can't wait until next season, to be honest. Something fun. You understood the assignment. Kat, do me a favor and take the cam and show his card info. Something fun. Rudy is considered renaming his staff Charlene. That's something fun. Look at that. Does Sylphie have a staff too? Is Sylphie still best girl in this anime? Are there any new characters in this anime? I don't think so. I feel like we've only had the same characters continuing.
I've got it.
Sylvie has a wand instead of a staff. Okay. Good for her.
I've got it. Okay. Let's see.
Chat was just telling me fun facts.
Of?
Life.
Oh, about Mushoku Tensei and how you don't watch it?
Rude.
I mean, you don't, but it's okay.
I do.
Do you? Alright, we got one booster box. The best moment was Jiro's introduction.
Oh my god, that sound. Is this an ASMR stream?
ASMR.
Why are you squishing? And
We got one of these. We got one of these. We got a little trial deck. Ooh, with a little SR at the front. By the way, we do send these out to people who want. All you gotta do, if you want one of these cards, you just gotta give us...
Your firstborn child.
We'll take your firstborn child, or a sub, or 10,000 channel points just by watching. So, if you do decide to sub and you want one of these cards, or a Frieren card, or a Mushoku Tensei card, we have all of them. And then all you gotta do is sub, fill out the form, and we will send it to you. So... I have no children.
Lucy in the mail.
We are doing Bochi because thank you to Bushiroad for sending these to me. Very much appreciated. They wanted me to open these on stream. And so I shall. Yeah, do you know Butcher the Rock? I have not watched Bocchi the Rock.
What is that? An
but
anime?
It's a very popular. I think did it win Anime of the Year last year? I totally fucked up that box. I feel. Ugh.
Wow, you couldn't have done. It's called. I gotta show you the. Oh, do you want me to do that? Don't rip that.
No. We're good. We got it. We're good.
Nice.
Yeah. We're gonna get scammed. Gambling without knowing the odds? No, that's not what we're doing. But yeah, so we got Butch the Rock. I've never seen the anime myself, but I do know that it was very, very good. So we're just gonna go ahead and open this up. Highly recommend. It's peak. Yeah, I seen like.
What's it about?
I don't know actually. Chat. Someone give us a quick, brief summary of what it's about.
Oh, is it about a bunch of high schoolers that start a rock band?
I'm trying to get Kat to watch Sound Euphonium with me right now. Ooh, are these
By trying, he mentioned it in passing.
Because I want to watch season 3.
Cute girls doing cute things. Love that.
There's a lot of anime like that. What is this? Is this just like... I think this is just a play deck. This is just a play mat. Okay. Here we go. So this is a trial deck. This is what you would use if you were going to... I don't know if I was supposed to look at that. I think there's there's a better card at the back. So let's see.
Same director as Freeran. Wow.
Really? Damn.
That's a fun fact.
That is a fun fact. All right, so we got this SR. That's very nice. And then we got a whole bunch of stuff from the trial deck. I'm not sure what... I think this is just like you're supposed to use this to play if you were going to ever actually play. But I think there is at the back of these a proper card that's pretty rare. Oh, I'm going to move this out of the way a little bit. Sorry. Let's see. Make sure we can all see. Whoa, what the heck? Why is that printed like that? Oh, that's a reflection. Okay. Gotcha. But yeah, I mean, the odds of us getting a signed card by the voice actor are very slim. But if we do get one, oh my god, I would freak out. Because I think it's going to be at the back. So they do give something other than an SR at the back. And that's the super rare card. And let's see. Oh, just a triple R. Dang it, we did not get a super rare signed card, but that is okay. But that's a nice trial deck right there with a good SR. Might save your points. Bocchi card game goes crazy. So
this is to teach you the game.
Yeah, we've never played before, but I did say that we should play sometime. What?
Oh, I don't think we're ever gonna play this game.
I mean, we could try one day.
This is really hard.
Never say never.
This looks really complicated.
Oh god, Pippo's noticed my nails. Cut your nails, you'll hurt Cat. We know.
Yes, we know.
I mean, you make it sound like I've hurt you already with my nails.
Well, you just if you brush me, you scratch me.
I've never even... Stop making up lies. There's a lot of high-level strategy. Oh, no, there definitely is. I tried playing it at Anime Expo. Kat, when's the next Chain Together stream? Oh my god, guys, I need to show you this TikTok on Kat's stream real quick. Wait, I need to...
I have 30 more I need to post.
Yeah, this was such a funny video.
I'm so down, Zelda.
Okay, wait. Let me put that and then...
Also, I have to apologize to you and Steam because I thought I was doing so much better than I was. I was so into it, and I was like, wow, I'm doing a really good job.
Okay, wait.
I'm not letting these guys down. And then I watched back my stream and, the clips that Powder had made, and I was, 99% of the reasons we died.
Literally.
I didn't realize I attempted to do your jump twice, not even just once.
Okay, so this is a game where we you have to you're chained together and you have to make jumps to get to the top. Basically, Kat and myself and 2 other buddies were playing this, and then listen closely to the background.
Okay, communication.
Okay, wait.
Okay, we do a 3, 2, 1 jump, okay?
I'm done. Grab on something.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that screaming? Do you hear that
That's
screaming
Sam.
in the background? That's literally me. That's literally me.
It's Andrew! 3, 2, 1 jump, okay?
I'm done. Grab on something.
I don't even jump, I just get pulled off.
Why the fuck did he not wait for 3 to jump, this fucking bastard?
Oh, do you want to...
I'm done. Grab on
Okay. The one I was talking about, wait, go back to my page.
I'm done. Grab on! Grab onto something!
I like the second scream even more. Oh my god.
Wait, the one I was talking about was you have to go back. You lost it. Yeah. You don't follow me? Jeez. Wait. I tried to copy Andrew. That was the jump he was doing.
Man, you guys better be sprinting through this shit now.
Hmm?
He'd always do this jump and land in the middle there.
And Cat tries to do the same jump and pulls us all the way down. So silly. So silly.
No, that was a fun time though.
That was a great stream.
Yeah. I kind of want to practice the course
No,
like
you
on
can't
my
practice.
own.
You can't practice on your own. You have to do it literally only when. Only
But I can
together.
play with people online.
No.
With random people online.
He meant grab on. The last screen was. All right, let's open up this box. Maybe do a free run and then do some channel points.
House of the Dragon.
And then watch. Damn, you really want to watch House of the Dragon, eh?
Well, yeah, I live for it.
That's true. Did anybody watch House of the Dragon yet? I guess no one would have watched House of the
This
Dragon
looks
yet.
so. How long? If anybody's played this game, how long did it take you to learn?
I mean, it looks like a difficult game.
It looks so difficult. I feel like we would just rage at each other if we tried.
No, I would rage at each other. It'd just be difficult to learn the rules. KTC, thank you for the sub. 22 months, baby. Yes, sir. Almost 2 years. Hell yeah. All right.
1 hour to learn, a lifetime to master.
Cute deck topper right here. Very nice. All right. What we usually do is we take one of these 8 and then we set them aside, and we will do a channel points prediction on Twitch, gambling, seeing if we get an RR or not. So which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which one do we think has an RR in it that we'll set aside? Which one? Four. Okay, 4. We're setting aside number 4. Ryu.
Ooh, that's a nice, pretty yellow.
Well, oh yeah, it's like sparkly.
Oh, look at this chibi card.
I know. I already showed them.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
Oh, you're good. She looks like what's her name from Oshinoko. Are you ready for that, by the way?
Akane?
Yeah, I think so. Akane?
No.
No? You don't think
No,
so?
it's not Akane.
No? Damn.
It's Kana. Kana. Thank you, Nam.
Are you ready for that, by the way? Oshinoko?
Yeah.
Guys, next week, I get to see the first episode, the 90-minute first episode of ReZero. How hype is that? I'm literally going to come back, and Kat too. Kat's going to be watching it too. So it's going to be, guys, oh my god, it's going to be a ReZero situation, or it's going to be a Mushoku Tensei situation all over again. Kat's going to watch the first episode of Season 3 of ReZero, and then watch Season 1, and then not watch Season 2, and then come back and finish Season 3. That's literally what's going to happen. Oh my god.
What's wrong with that?
You need to know what happens in Season 2.
I got you to tell me.
I can't just explain to you the depth of a show like ReZero. Alright? It's impossible. It is literally impossible.
It'll be leaked on a website day 1?
No, there's no way. People are so serious at Anime Expo, they will take they have security walking around making sure that nobody records anything. Like KTC will literally be look at that.
Whoa.
KTC will literally be walking around being like, don't do that. KTC will take your phone. He will. So I'm very, very excited for that. And then Kat's gonna record the first episode of
I'm gonna
Oshinoko.
record it?
Yep.
You're not allowed to record
You're gonna be
them.
recording your live reaction.
Oh. Wait, I can't film my face. You said I can't film my face.
I know, I was just joking. But you're gonna record your reaction after, just walking through the crowds of AX.
We could probably film Elle's face.
Elle's? Oh yeah, we could. And what? Her like lip sync you or something?
My voice, her mouth moving.
Yeah, right. It's so weird.
That'd be so weird.
Hey,
How
friends.
well do you know Mushoku Tensei?
That was the bot thing.
Oh.
Unfortunately, we already finished the quiz, but we're opening up cards now.
Annie, can you explain the timeline of Kingdom Hearts on stream?
Yeah, I have no idea. I've never played. Ooh. Whoa. That is a very creative SR right there. Dang, we already pulled the SR, though. I hope you get a signed card. This is a really nice one, actually. Don't know what scene this is, but a very cute card.
Ishtar said, wait, Delta Cat has no respect for the anime timeline. Ishtar said, it's kind of fine with Mushoku, but please don't do it with that order for ReZero. Aw, well, they asked so nicely.
Yeah, but you're not going to listen
I guess
anyway.
I'm not going to have to go to that screening. I mean, I guess I can't go to that screening.
See what you did? Her solution to the problem was just to not watch the anime.
What am I
at
supposed to
all.
do? Watch season 1 and 2 of ReZero in the next 4 days?
You can do it. It's a really
What?
good show. It captures human emotion better than, I would say, even Mushoku Tensei.
Sam, that is like not possible.
What do you mean it's not? Babe, you literally watch full-on shows in like
How am I supposed to watch 2 seasons of an anime in 4 days?
You watch a full season
I don't think
of
there's
Love is
enough
Blind in one
hours.
day. There is enough hours.
I haven't watched a full season of Love is Blind in 1 day because they release it in 3 episode segments.
Listen, but I know you can do it, and you have done it. So I'm just saying, the time is not an excuse.
I'll watch the first episode of it. What even is it about?
It's best to go in blind.
Sam.
But it is a fantastic anime. It's great. Almost as good as Mushoku Tensei.
Well,
When's even
I don't
Zelda
like
session?
Mushoku Tensei, so that doesn't say anything about it to me.
Holy shit, you just said you don't like Mushoku Tensei in front of
I'm allowed to
chat?
say that.
I don't think you are. I think chat's about to eat you alive.
Oh my god.
Chat, you can let her have it. It's okay. She is not the one.
No, people are allowed to not like things.
Nope, you are. Apparently, you're not the one.
I've been
anymore.
very. If you were here in my PowerPoint days, you saw what I rated this
You
show.
did
Okay,
one
I rated
PowerPoint.
it at a 6. Okay.
If we did a my AniNews for review for you, we would be roasting you.
Get the torches.
They're already here. Okay, I don't know about the death penalty yet.
Okay.
Let's take it easy.
Let's step away from the cliff, people.
Yeah. Did I miss an RR? I think I missed an RR.
The only way to handle this is how Casey handled it.
What?
You're not mad. You're just disappointed. I can live with that.
Oh, we're very disappointed.
What is my favorite anime? Oshinoko.
It's also the only anime she's watched to completion.
He's not salty about that whatsoever.
We watched Danmachi.
There you
Season
go.
4.
I watched that.
Only season 4. Part 2, not even part 1. So, that's a plus, I guess, right? You'll bear the consequences of your actions. The only redeemable way is to watch the entire One Piece. I can't watch One
He
Piece.
hasn't even watched the whole
can't.
One Piece.
I mean, that's acceptable because One Piece is over 1,000 episodes, so...
You call yourself AniNews. Anime News.
Okay, you want me to sit down and lock myself in a room for a year so I can watch One Piece? You'll
No.
never see me for a year. You okay with that? Giving me up for a year? I'll do it. I'll watch One Piece.
I know you will.
Oh, another SR. Whoa. Damn, 2 SRs? Hell yeah. Nice. That's a good pull. Good pull. I don't know who that is. Perfect service.
One Piece
Kita.
News when?
But yeah, just remember, if you guys see any Bocchi cards that you want, just redeem the points, fill out the form, and I got you. I'll send them whatever. Send you whatever.
Theoretically, you can finish One Piece in 3 months. Really?
Yeah, if you watch non-stop every episode. How crazy is that? If you sit down and do nothing but watch One Piece and sleep 8 hours a day, and then go back and watch One Piece every single day, you can finish One Piece.
Whoa, that is like, that's crazy.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which one are we setting aside? 1, 2, 3, 4.
What do you think would change your perspective on life more? Traveling for 3 months or watching the entirety of One Piece for 3 months?
Watching the entirety of One Piece.
Do you think that would have a bigger impact on your life?
Watching One Piece literally changes your life. That's not even like an over. I've seen so many people who are so adamant about not watching One Piece, then they go and watch One Piece, and they are changed forever.
But that's what traveling does for people too when they go on like a massive trip.
I don't know. I think One Piece is like literally. It's one of those like it's one of those media that define an entire generation. You know.
Wow.
Like I don't think you'd be able to find a piece of media as iconic as One Piece. Like maybe.
Wait,
Game of
why
Thrones-
don't you watch it then?
Maybe Game of Thrones could have been as iconic, but they fucked up the ending. And I don't watch One Piece because it just takes too much time. That's why.
But it could change your life.
It could, but I don't have time to change my life. I need to change my life a bit faster. You know that. AniNews just read it? I mean, maybe.
That sounds like that would take longer. Oh, you
No,
could.
reading, it's a manga. So it's a
Yeah.
lot
Oh,
faster.
yeah.
Please tell Kat you can watch season 1 season 2 ReZero in one day, just like you have done with your stupid.
How?
I mean, I don't think calling her reality TV stupid is the way to go, but
Oh yeah, master, because that's gonna get through to me. All right, offending me about my TV shows to get me to watch your TV shows.
I did not skip an RR, Perry. I'm pretty sure. Whoa, wait, are we serious? We got 2 SRs and an holy shit, an OFR version. Wait, this card is sexy. Holy shit. Wait, this card is so fucking nice. Damn. Wait, you see this shit? Look at that.
Whoa, shiny.
Yeah. Wait, that is a very nice card. I gotta see this like ASAP.
What do you think that coding is?
This is a streamer coding. I don't know. I don't know what they use to make cards like this.
Yeah, how do they make it shiny like that?
I don't know, but I like it. So very.
Do you think it's like a glaze or something?
a glaze, like a donut? They do it like a donut, just like
I don't know, like a thin
a
resin
vanilla-
layer or
a
something.
vanilla glaze.
It's not.
I don't know about that one. Is that signed? It is not a signed card, unfortunately. But an OFR is more rare than a triple R, so it's right below an SR. So it's like almost as rare as a signed card, but not quite as rare. But still a nice pull. I remember there's one of the characters like stuck on a pole that was a little card because of the face she was making. Oh yeah, this one? Yeah, that's a good one. 5 a.m. Good night. All right, no worries, McPassy. Thank you.
Hope
for
you have an
coming by and
amazing
chilling with
sleep.
us. Appreciate it. We'll catch you next week. Stream every Sunday. Actually, are we stream next Sunday? We're gonna be
Or
at
we're
Anime
gonna be
Expo.
at Anime Expo.
Yeah. So should we stream next Sunday, or what do you think?
I don't know. Every time you've tried to do one in person, something ends up happening and you get really upset.
Yeah, that's true.
Like in Calgary.
Yeah, I mean that's.
You're like, I just want to go home.
I mean, I did just want to go home. The Wi-Fi was shit.
Radar saying you still
see,
can.
we
Do you
can
guys
see.
want to in person IRL stream? No, Num's saying don't stream.
It's gonna be super crazy on the last day. Stream the expo.
Is Sunday the last day of the expo?
Yeah. it's
Why are we
Thursday.
saying till the Tuesday?
I don't know.
Oh.
I actually have no idea.
Well, Matt, our friends are
Yeah.
too, right? Yeah.
Is it KTC? Is the last day of the expo on?
Is it Sunday the last day? I thought Monday was the last day.
By the way, the author has said that one piece we got is the abridged version. In his mind, it was way longer. Damn. Pippo up here staying up past 5 a.m. to stay awake with us. We appreciate you, Pippo. Thank you, thank you. Wait, did I miss an RR? I might have missed an RR. I gotta watch this
Sunday
again.
is the last
I
day.
did miss an RR. There we go. Okay.
Oh, I guess we're just hanging out on Monday.
I think they wanted to do something on Monday.
Oh, okay.
That they mentioned.
Disney?
Actually, yeah, shit, you might be right.
Disney?
Wait, we should maybe it's Disney.
I'll message them.
Yeah, because I have no idea. Oh, do you wanna tell them about the story of last night's conversation with Joy?
One sec.
Okay, Kat can't text and talk at the same time. It's not physically possible. Alright, we're getting close to 6 RRs, but we got 2 SRs, 2 RRs, and then 1 OFR, so I'm very curious to see what the actual rates are for this. Oh, that's a cute card. I like that one. Oh, Breakthrough Overdrive. Interesting. Mushoku Tensei Best Isekai? Oh yeah. We know that. We know that. Don't you worry. Did you see Garnt? Wait, what did Garnt do? Oh yeah, he negotiated permission to stream all Dora on Twitch. Yeah, and YouTube. I was actually like watching it. It's like, how do you have your stream like that? I mean, not how do you have your stream, but like, what do you do while you watch the anime? Do you just sit there? It's like, how do you keep people engaged while they're watching Dododo with you?
What are you talking about?
Giguk Garnt, you know the guy who we met at Anime Expo?
Yeah.
He got permission to stream an entire anime on stream.
Whoa.
On Twitch and YouTube, and
That's
then-
huge.
Yeah.
That's like never ever been done before.
No. Yeah. It's
That's
sick.
massive.
Do that for ReZero Cat. So, yeah.
Yeah,
One-
guys, if I suffer, you suffer with me. Just kidding. It wouldn't be suffering for you.
All right. Let's see. Last pack before we get to the Gamba.
No, he didn't invent Anime Expo. We met him at Anime Expo.
Yes. Oh, there's the RR. There's number 6 for the
The
RR.
guy that Sam fangirled over
Yes.
and forgot to say his first name.
When I met Giguk at Anime Expo, I introduced everybody else except for myself.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I don't know if anyone mentioned you, but I'm AniNews, and these are my buddies. And then they're like, oh, hey, I'm Kat, I'm Matt, I'm John, you know. And then then we talked for like 5 minutes, and then I was like, okay, we gotta go. And then I dipped, and I never said my first name, and that will be one of my deepest regrets.
He's like, oh my god, he doesn't know my name.
He doesn't know my name. That's actually a good stance, Sam. It shows humility. Thanks.
This man is nothing but humble.
All right, KDC, let's put up a prediction. Will this pack have an RR or higher? Keep in mind, we are at 6.
Actually, you want to hear another story? So last night, as I was going to bed, Sam comes to me and he's like, oh my gosh, guess what happened? I think I made somebody's day. And I was like, what happened? And he was like, so in case Sam doesn't get press passes, him and his friends always buy the normal 4-day pass, just in case like something comes up. Sam is a very cautious person too. And so, of course, they get their press badges, like I went through, and then so they have to sell their 4-day passes. So Sam posts his 4-day passes to sell, and some girl messages him and is like, and he posted them for face value. Like they don't sell them at a markup or anything. And someone messages him and is like, oh, can I do it for, what's face value, 160?
Yeah, 160.
So she's like, can I do it for 130? Like
Because-
under face value.
you gotta tell her-
because they got scammed.
She got scammed. Like, she tried to buy earlier that day, and then the person that she was going to buy from scammed her, so then she was...
She had to buy new tickets.
She was a bit strapped. Well, not strapped for cash. I don't know what their situation was like, but she didn't want to spend full price on the tickets anymore because, you know, she just got scammed.
But they hadn't bought flights, she was saying. Like,
Yeah.
So they hadn't bought flights or anything. They just clearly still intended to go, so they were still going to buy new tickets, right? But they hadn't bought flights. I don't know what they're doing for hotel. Who knows what their situation. Anyway, so she's like, can I do it for 130? So that's... And Sam was selling 2 tickets, so that's $60 under the flat fee.
Oh, RR indeed. Oh my gosh. That's 7 on the RR pile. But that is a big fat yes on will we pull an RR.
Guys, I'm not finished the story. Hear me out, okay? So she wants it for $60 less for these 2 tickets than the face value, okay? And look, if she got scammed, my empathy to her, right? But then Sam goes, since you got scammed the first time, I don't want you worried. I'll just send you the tickets and then you send me the money.
I felt so bad for her that I literally sent her the tickets before she sent me anything.
He just sends her the tickets.
So that she would have peace of mind.
To give her peace of mind. This random Facebook person that he just started messaging with.
Don't get me wrong. I totally had that, like, I totally thought in the back of my mind, like, she could definitely scam me. But
he was like, hey, at least she'll have fun at Anime Expo, was totally his intention. So then he sends it to her, and she says, so 130, is that okay?
No, she doesn't say that.
Or
she's just like, oh my gosh. I mean, like,
thank you so much. Like, how much do I say?
She didn't say that yet. She's like, oh, there's a confirmation like code first. And like,
oh yeah, she's like, there's a confirmation code. How do I use that? And Sam's like, no, the confirmation code is for when you use it in person. By the way, like, send me whatever you feel comfortable with.
Yeah, I was like,
that's what he replies to her.
I was like ready to give her to her for free. So I'm just
he had already sent them to her, and he says,
I was like, okay, yeah, don't worry. Like, I feel bad that you got scammed. Just send me whatever whenever you feel like whatever you're comfortable with, you know. Just
okay,
like,
so she went from 160 to 130. Now put your guesses over what she sent him for 2 tickets. She's not a bad person, but he was so happy that he made her day.
She could have sent me nothing. I literally gave her permission to send me nothing, and she still sent me money.
For 2 tickets, what do you think she sent? $100 per ticket? $69 per ticket? $40?
She sent me $90 per ticket.
She sent $90 per ticket. So
Canadian.
less Canadian. That's even worse, babe. That's like $80 USD.
Hey, I mean, it doesn't matter.
That does matter. That blows my mind.
It doesn't blow your mind.
Like, that is so crazy.
She sent me money regardless, and she didn't have to send me anything. So I didn't get scammed. It was.
What do you mean she didn't have to send you anything?
She didn't have to send me
you
anything.
You posted them for $160 a ticket.
I literally told her that she didn't have. She could send me whatever she was comfortable with, and the fact that she sent me anything at all was great.
So the point of the story I was saying was that Sam is definitely a humble, generous man. Sometimes I'm trying to make him a bit more.
They were so happy. They were so happy about it that they're like they want to meet up at the con and thank me in person. And Kat's a little bit jealous about that because she's
Well, I'm not jealous about that. She's just like trying to carry on a conversation with him, and I'm like, okay, what is going on?
Kat is so triggered by the fact that I did a good deed for
Babe,
someone
you
who
got
got
hoodwinked
scammed.
by a girl.
I didn't get hoodwinked.
Yes.
I did not get
You got
scammed. I
hoodwinked.
did not get scammed. I did something nice for someone who got scammed. All right, there's nothing wrong with that.
Babe, Chat even thought she would have at least given $100 per ticket.
It doesn't matter. She gave me what she could. It doesn't matter.
You don't know her situation.
I don't know her situation, but the fact is she got scammed. I don't care whether she gave me $5, $10, $180. It doesn't
Said
matter.
if Rudy can do it, I can too. Fell for the honey trap. Yeah, and she's a good-looking girl, guys.
We don't know. She's saying that off of a Facebook profile picture that could probably be 10 years old. Who knows that?
And then, oh, guys, I didn't even get to it. The thing
There was
that
no
actually,
RR. There was no
so
RR.
the thing that actually was like the red flag in the beginning to me was when Sam posted these tickets that were normal passes for $160 each, right? And then in the DMs to her, she's like, oh, like what are these like? $160 each per ticket, and Sam's like, yeah, I'm just selling these because I got press badges, so I'm selling these passes. And then she's like, are you able to get us press badges? And it's like, what? Why would you ask if this person can get you press badges? And Sam, being Sam, is like, oh yeah, if you want press badges,
No,
just
I didn't tell her.
fill
I
out.
didn't give her-
No, he didn't say he could get her them. He's just like, if you want press badges, fill out this link. And then she's like, well, I'm not. Like, obviously in her head, she's like,
Kat
well,
is giving
I
such
can't
a-
fill out that
Kat
link.
is
I'm
giving
not
such a
pressed.
hostile, biased take on this. It is,
No,
it is
Chat knows what's.
crazy.
Why would you
You're-
ask these things?
You are so crazy. If I showed them the DMs, I would show you the DMs. If my shit wasn't in like my information wasn't there. But oh my, Kat,
She wanted who would ask for press badges? That's
no,
crazy.
She didn't ask for press badges. She just want to know how to get press badges.
No, she said, would you be able to get
no,
more?
she didn't say that. Oh my god, Kat. Okay, enough. You're pissing me off with the way that you're talking about this.
Okay,
I did a good deed.
Yeah, no, you did a good deed. Okay, we'll move
And
on.
I didn't get scammed.
Yeah,
oh
okay.
my lord.
Okay.
Oh my god.
We'll move on.
Holy moly. Yeah, Kat is getting unreasonably heated. She'd be like, oh, you made someone's day and you made them happy. That should be it, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, now Kat's all upset because I made somebody else happy that wasn't her.
No, I genuinely love that about you, the way you, like, really want to, like, do nice things for other people. I just thought this situation was, like, there was too many questions because you really have no idea who this person is or what their circumstances are. So if you want to help somebody, it's better if you, like, if you were going to give free tickets, like, give it to somebody that you genuinely know can't afford tickets. You know?
Yeah, I mean...
But I think it's nice. I think the intentions were, like, really, really nice, and your intentions are always coming from a good place.
I don't know, Kat. You seem really heated for no reason.
No, yeah, I did get really heated, because I just, like, thought it was kind of strange, but...
Heated for no reason.
I'm sorry, are you trying to wind me back up with that
You
voice?
shouldn't have got wound up to begin with.
That's fair. That's fair.
You're telling a story about how I did a good deed for someone and you're getting mad about it.
Well, I wasn't getting mad. I was just expressive because you got expressive.
Sorry, that girl was me. You got scammed. Shut up, Sneak.
Imagine she's, like, watching this, and she's like, what the fuck did I start?
Okay, you're saying Kat's right, Bushy, but Kat is giving the perspective a very biased take. Right
I don't think so.
It is-
Oh, actually, Chat's kind of on my side. Don't back down, woman. Cat kind of right, but what we've heard so far... Damn, thanks, guys. I
'Cause
appreciate
Kat
it.
gave a very-
I did think I was in the right, but, you know...
There's something to be right about. What are you right about?
Well, not to be not right, but like I did think it's like, you know, if you're gonna help somebody, like genuinely help somebody who's in like a bad situation.
You're just making assumptions about their circumstances.
Totally, I think we both are. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't make any assumptions.
Oh, Kenneth said I'm right too.
You're just taking anyone. Guys, can we please stop saying Kat is right? You're letting it get to her head.
Lost told me to go get the slipper. Do you know what that means?
I can see her ego literally inflating.
What ego?
What, you want me to get beat for giving someone tickets to Anime Expo for literally doing a good deed? Jesus, what is the world
No,
come to?
for getting scammed.
I didn't get scammed.
Okay, you didn't get scammed, but I would like you to be a bit tighter with...
No.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which one are we setting aside? I mean, Sam, did you feel scammed? I didn't feel scammed. It was a totally pleasant conversation, and I felt really good at the end of it because
He didn't feel scammed at all.
Listen, why would they want to meet up with me and thank me in person if I was getting scammed?
Yeah. No, Sam didn't feel scammed at all because he was willing to give them away for free. That is where he's coming from.
All right, number 4. It's just like if they were trying to scam me, they could have as soon as
I'm coming from the situation.
Shh. If they're trying to scam me, they could have just taken the tickets and not given me anything. They could have ghosted me as soon as I sent them the tickets. They didn't, and they still sent me money regardless. Therefore, they did not scam me.
Okay, so that's where he's coming from, and where I'm coming from is I just think if you were gonna give them away for free, give them to someone
them
who
away
is
for
in a
free.
situation where they couldn't afford them.
I didn't give them away for free.
Right, but that was your intention.
Listen, the last time I gave someone money at Anime Expo who actually
Okay, we don't
the-
need to talk about money and stuff.
Last
Yeah,
time I
we
gave
don't
someone
need to.
anything who actually needed it at Anime Expo is because they spent all their money on hentai magazines and couldn't afford food at 7-Eleven.
Actually, that is a funny story too.
So yeah, there we go. I scouted the situation this time and figured out, what it was.
That is a funny story though. For
Exactly.
real, for real.
All right, we got one SR off the rip already, and I still have a free run card. That was me too. Sorry. Sam got scammed like the $20 guy who got scammed. What are you doing? The $20 I didn't get scammed. I had to pay for his dinner because he spent all his money on hentai magazines. So it's just
It's
like
a true story.
very true story. So
You're like the Batman of the weebs.
I'm like the Mr. Beast of.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm kidding.
Whose ego's in the room right
kidding,
now?
I'm kidding. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. Stop. I just like giving stuff away. All right. What?
No, I know you do, and I like that quality about you.
Clearly you don't.
No, I just think it should go to people who you know deserve it. Like here's a great story. So Sam has been going to Anime Expo for I don't know how many years. And there's this one guy, Gil, who used to be like just like one of you guys out there. Just like just watch Sam, didn't know who he was, didn't know anything about this person. Just liked his content. And then they met up at Anime Expo one year and they got along and they vibed. So they kept going to Anime Expo, and now Gil is like part of our Anime Expo crew. And this year and like last year was my first year going, and I witnessed Gil get up, like all of you who go to Anime Expo, I assume do, get up at 4 a.m, get dressed, and then go wait in line for hours. And this year, Sam got Gil a press badge, so this man doesn't have to wait out in lines anymore. And I thought that was just so generous and so wonderful of him. And he literally made Gil's day. Like that's good. That's good work. That's good stuff.
Yeah. What's up, Lucif? How you doing? Good to see you. Lightning, you heading to bed? All right. Hopefully we'll catch you next week, maybe. If we're streaming next week, we'll see. So what can I get for free? Andrew, you get my friendship. Some of it. You get half of it for free. That's what you get, Andrew. Is that too much? Oh, shit, a Fern SR. We will take that. Yes, sir. Doesn't really look very shiny, but you can kind of tell a little bit. That's nice. It's a nice Fern face right there.
See ya, Pippo. Catch you later.
Press badges are free.
Yeah, he doesn't pay for press badges.
We shouldn't say this like too.
Well, it's like you have to be press. Like it's
Yeah.
they're for your business and your people, your business.
Let's just say Kat winning the fight. It's not a fight. It's just a discussion where Kat is giving her own opinion, regardless of how misguided it is. So there we go.
I hope you like the couch.
Okay, funny. Spill the logistics decap, more like a. Ooh. There we go. I was thinking that when I go, I'm gonna bring a bunch of Freerun cards and then just hand all the Freerun cosplayers a card of like a Freerun card. Be like, "Oh, here you go."
Yeah, I think that's good. If you're like, hey, do you follow AniNews on YouTube?
No, why do I gotta put a thing behind it, a caveat? Why can't I just give people a card?
Okay, let's see your introverted self go around giving people cards.
Yeah, why not? If they're dressed as Freerun or they're dressed as Fern, I just hand them a card. Why do I need them to follow? That's so weird.
Well, you need to have a conversation with them
No, you
about
don't.
something.
Just like, hey, I like your cosplay. Here's a Freerun card.
Why are you getting upset about this?
I'm not getting upset.
If you want to be the card fairy, you can be the card fairy.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a giant sign up all around. Kat thinks that everything needs to get an equal return.
No, I absolutely don't. I just think Sam is going there for fun,
1, 2, 3,
and
4,
I
5, 6. Which one are we setting
think
aside?
it's about going there for business. Sam is like a kid in a candy store when he goes. He's like, I'm not AniNews. Like, I just want to see everything. I want to watch everything. I want to have fun. Me record this? Nah.
5-1. Would you be able to still explain the Archer Shiro Emiya lore after 6 years? Do you still remember that? Not really. That was a difficult video. All I remember is that each instance of Emiya is like different. So, Do you think Sam needs to be a bit more greedy, like a JJK character? If you wanted me to be greedy, if I was greedy, I would never stream on Sunday. I'd be like,
You wouldn't stream, period.
Yeah.
It's not a good return on investment. But you do it because you like it.
Exactly.
Don't worry, Sphero. I when I met this man, I was like, oh, he needs to be protected.
Tell him about the tip that I gave for water.
Oh my god!
On
on
second
one of our dates, we went to like this. Oh, they have it in the U.S. It's like Dave and Buster's. Like you go and you like play games, and then after we were done playing games, we went and we just like sat down for some water because it was like late at night and we were tired and we'd been playing all these games. And then as we get up to leave, this man leaves a $20 tip for fucking water. Tap water.
We didn't buy anything. We paid for nothing. We just sat there the entire time.
He just gave, the bartender guy just gave us tap water.
Okay, number one, it was partially because I wanted to flex and be like, make Kat be impressed, be like, oh shit. And then also because the guy kept bringing us napkins with the water, just because like there was like condensation and we were just like, we weren't buying anything. So we weren't giving him any reason to serve us, yet he was still serving us anyway.
What do you mean? He has to give us water. That's like, you can't not give people water.
Yeah, but that's still making him work, so. And the lowest denomination I had was $20. But
it didn't impress me. I was just like, why are you giving $20, bro?
Well, the guy was working because we were there still, so it's more vending habit.
Poor spending habit flex. Thank you, Matt Boss. I was like, what's this? Can that man not split up? Like, what?
No wonder Sam scams us so much. He needs to make that more. I need to keep giving $20.
I'm just trying to redirect his giving. I'm not trying to change him from being a giving person.
Kat wants it all for herself.
No.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I want you to give where it can have a good return. Like, give to the lowest denominator.
Yeah. The lowest denominator?
I don't know what the
fuck does that mean? Holy shit.
Like, I'm thinking in terms of, like, indexes.
Of indexes. So you want me to look up what their pay grade or something? And
No.
make sure that they're
Oh my god. You're so annoying.
Can you spell 100 so I can tip you 20?
You're losing aura points. What does that mean?
Those 20... I don't know. I don't even know.
Exactly, Danny.
I don't know why you just can't do nice things, you know?
You can do nice things. Just, like, do
Without being
it to
judged
people who deserve it.
You're telling me that guy didn't deserve his tip?
Yeah. Oh, my God. No, he didn't, actually. He genuinely didn't. Thank you, Lost.
What? What's Lost saying?
He said, no, he didn't.
Oh, okay. Shit. I thought bartenders work pretty hard for their tip. Like, they rely heavily on their tip because they don't get paid enough.
Yeah, if you're at a club and you're taking a bunch of shots and, like, those people typically don't tip the bartender. That's when you're supposed to tip the bartender, you know?
Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting.
What are you doing? No, Canada has tip culture, too.
Alright.
Do you want me to tell people your Uber Eats tipping?
No, I don't tip a lot on Uber Eats. Because I buy so much Uber Eats. If I tipped a lot on Uber Eats...
Exactly. So what if he took that $20 that he gave to that bartender that gave him water, and he gave it to an Uber Eats driver that just drove across the city?
Because I can't do that every time for every... I Uber Eats like twice a day.
This is why I want you to redirect your generosity.
I can't do that for Uber Eats. I would literally go broke, alright? Alright, let's get the prediction. Will this pack have an RR in it? Yes or no? We are only at 4. I might have missed one. I don't know yet, but...
He doesn't Uber Eats twice a day. He's being hyperbolic.
But if you go on Mooch Waters without ordering anything, can you at least have to tip something? Not $20, but definitely something. Yeah, see? See?
What do you mean Mooch Waters?
If you're there at a bar...
You're not mooching. You legally have to serve people water.
No, yes, but if you're there making the guy work, then I still think you're obliged to tip.
There was no one else. The other reason he gave $20 was because there was no one else there, and he felt bad for the guy. I'm like, babe, that's the best kind of working environment if you don't have to work because there's no customers there.
Because we were there.
Oh my god.
He couldn't be on his phone because we were literally
The
there.
Uber drivers deserve it more.
Alright, wait. Manage prediction. Is it up? No. Start a prediction. Will this pack contain an RR or higher?
No, Danny, I genuinely think in Canada they can't refuse water. I genuinely think they can.
Yeah, no, in Canada, business has to give you...
You have to serve tap water.
Yeah. The best work is you don't have to work.
You don't have to, if you don't have a cup, that's a different story, but like you
Now,
legally
listen,
can't withhold water.
I don't necessarily agree with tipping culture, but I see why it exists. I don't think it should exist. I think like restaurants and businesses should pay their employees a fair wage, and that it's silly for the owner of the restaurant to expect us to pay for their wages. But at the same time, I'm not going to be like, no, don't. But like, for like, so say a restaurant where they don't give me like any service, or like they give me poor service, yeah, I'm not going to tip like a lot or anything. So just because something's legal doesn't make it good.
Oh my god, Acrossy, that is so true. You know who else deserves way more tips?
Garbage men make a lot.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. In America?
They don't.
They
We're
make
not
a
in
shit ton
Canada.
Are
Not
you
in
sure? Are you
Canada.
sure not in Canada? Because I know they make a shit ton in America. I'm pretty. That's what I heard anyway. I don't know who. Can someone? KTC would probably know. KTC, how much do garbage men make a decent amount?
Why would KTC know that?
What do you mean? KTC knows like everything.
He's not like your Google.
No, but KTC is a very educated individual, so.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you on that.
Never understand tipping culture. Yes, I'm from Asia. They make a lot of money. Yeah, Kinsolo says. In New York, they do. Yeah, well, New York seems like an awful place. Yes, we did get an RR. Very nice one. Well, this is a nice one, actually. Whoop. There we go.
What if a bunch of people flash mobbed a restaurant and doused it with water requests so they couldn't seat anyone else? Oh, Danny, what the?
No, you don't. No, you have to give them water, but it doesn't mean you have to like seat them and.
Yeah, you don't have to serve. Yeah.
It just means like if a homeless person came in and asked for water, you'd have to give them like a cup with water. All right, next one. Last prediction. Will this pack have an RR in it? Yes or no?
Yes, Mango, I am a girl. I'm just here with my voice actor that I hire to read all my scripts. Say hi.
What the fuck? That's not true. That's literally not true. Kat is her own channel.
Twitch for anybody. I was just, somebody on YouTube was like, AniNews is a girl, question mark, so I had to.
Yeah, funny.
I thought it was.
Yeah, you can't, like, you came into the stream way too hot. You can't do that next time.
Oh.
Like,
you wanna give me a talking to right now in front of them?
There was 500 people who didn't know who you were, and you're like, and you came in being like, what did you say again?
I'm held against my will.
Yeah, you can't say that shit on the internet. People actually believe that.
What? Really?
Yes. There was a whole thing where this one YouTuber chick, people like analyzed her videos because they thought her boyfriend was making her do them, and they're like analyzing like every one of her movements to make it see like, oh, you see that was like because she was like that's not natural, she's doing that because she needs help, and like there was a whole like police investigation into it and whatnot. So you don't joke about those things on the internet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Because like what if someone goes and like takes that shit out of context now and then.
Well, I think there's like a 0.00001% chance of that happening.
You'd be surprised.
But even if they do that, how are they gonna find you? How are they gonna contact?
The people on the internet are crazy. It's not that difficult. If they wanted to find me, they could probably find me. So I need you to be more careful around the internet.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Cautious.
Yeah, we find ways. See, personally, I wouldn't take that. People have too much time on their hands. Yeah, it's just a possibility. Yeah.
Sam is very cautious about all this internet stuff. That's why he doesn't even let us show our faces.
Yes, I'm not trying to get doxxed or anything like that. I just like to be careful, you know.
I know.
You know.
I know.
You know. This is a SR. We got a nice little SR of our boy. So, is that 2 or 3? That's 3 SRs. Damn, very nice. Doxing culture still happens here and there, Kat. Yeah. Sam is handsome, I just know it. I mean, Kat's doxed me more than anybody else on the internet, so.
No, your one friend put a picture of you in your Discord. That's doxing
I told
you.
him, no, I gave him permission to do that.
Whenever you give me the camera, you are giving me permission for circumstances.
No, you showed your phone under here, then you're like.
The fact that you're having me on this stream is giving me permission to be myself.
That is true. That's true. I accept the risks of.
Yeah, I know you're a cautious man.
Yes, but chat doesn't. All right.
After hearing how gullible Sam is, it's better that he's
gullible.
I know it's strange. He's like gullible in some situations, but then we've hit a sore point. We've hit a sore point.
I'm gullible. Okay. Okay there. I did not watch the last Demon Slayer episode. No. I see you on a running finger. But when are you gonna put one on cats? Okay.
A what?
A
Can't even get it out. Okay, next.
Well,
How
damn,
long until the stream is
damn,
over?
Cat's
I have
once-
to.
You guys give Kat too much confidence. This is what happens when Kat is backed by chat instead of me being backed by chat. She just feels like she could do anything.
Babe, speak your truth. Speak up.
No, no.
Speak up.
Nope. I need Alina Lise out here. I need my wingman.
What?
Nothing. Yeah.
Okay, someone asked how much longer the stream is going to be. They have to leave.
I think we're pretty much done. I think we're good here. We got... Oh yeah, so thanks to Weiss for sending me the Bocchi the Rock stuff. Really, very, very cool, very cool. And if you want to check them out yourself, feel free to do so on with the link here with !Weiss. The link is also in the description. So, but yeah, if you want the Bocchi the Rock cards, they just released them, so you can probably find them at your local card shop or whatnot. But yeah, no, I hope you guys had a fun stream. The winners should message me on Discord. And then
if anybody enjoyed my content and me being on here,
no free promotion, no free promotion.
You
anymore.
can follow Caterval on Twitch and YouTube, and on TikTok I'm Caterval Streams. Caterval.streams.
Wow, look at that! Just using me for free promotion. Jesus. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, seriously, check out her. We stream on. She streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Maybe we'll do some more. Chained together.
Maybe some more chained together. I can do an AMA. I do some just chatting. I like to hang out.
She says she watches anime, then she doesn't watch anime, so, you know.
Yeah, no one's ever asked me for anime on my stream, so.
Oh, okay.
I do what the people want, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
No marble race tonight. I think we're going to call it here.
What? No, you can't not do a marble race.
Kat, it's so much work to set up.
Really?
Yes, it's too much work.
Okay.
All right. We will catch you guys next week if we do decide to stream, and then definitely the week after. So, yeah, I'm going to end the YouTube stream here, and then...
Sorry, folks. He's tired. We're going to have to do a marble race next stream.
Yeah.